Soldiers with swords in hand to the walls coming, horsemen about the streets riding and running, sentinels on the walls, armor crying, petards against the ports, wildfire are flying, when cannons are roaring and bullets are flying, in a good order we must not fear dying.
Trumpets on turrets high, these are resounding, drums beating out aloud, echoes resounding, alarm bells in each place, they are a-ringing, women with stones in laps to the walls bringing, when cannons are roaring and bullets are flying, in a good order we must not fear dying.
Open fields on their foes rushing, gentlemen second them with their pikes pushing, engineers in the trench, earth uprearing, gunpowder in the mines, pagans are blowing, when cannons are roaring and bullets are flying, in a good order we must not fear dying.
In the ports they are down letting, burghers come flocking by to their hands setting, ladders against the walls they are uprearing, women great timber logs to the walls bearing, when cannons are roaring and bullets are flying, in a good order we must not fear dying.
Hello there everyone, welcome back to Beornia. We are so back. We are going to win a huge victory and come home, surely. I believe we can do it. The year is 1873. We've had about 4 sessions of this so far. We've built up the country, expanded, taken out the Incas, beaten Lotharingia, defeated Scandinavia a couple of times for various colonial ventures. But the main task has not been achieved yet, and it is the most daunting task of them all, to take down the Dual Monarchy and come home to England. This is one of the few campaigns in DoD Fanfork that I've played where the Dual Monarchy didn't release Northumbria. But, I don't know, it just gives us the full challenge, I suppose. Are we going to be talking about that Argentine political thing that happened? It's so relevant to Beornia. We're playing in the alt history place where that happened.
Captains in open fields on their foes rushing, gentlemen second them with their pikes pushing, engineers in the trench, earth uprearing.
So how's everyone doing? Look, I haven't streamed for a little while. I was ill last week, and then I did an attempt at a Lethal Company stream a couple of days ago that had technical difficulties, but we're back playing Vic 2. Of course, so get those subs flying in and those donations absolutely pouring in to support the channel, because I haven't streamed for a little bit. Thank you. Here we go, yes, it's happening.
How much of South America do you think you're gonna get by campaign end? All will be dead. Closing parenthesis.
Thank you very much, Doug, just Doug, for 36 months of subscriptions, and also Eyes Deceive for 4 months. Thanks, guys. Not bad. My brother came home from New Zealand. We didn't know he was coming to visit, so it was a shock. Oh, I didn't know Pie Chucker was travelling back to England. Oh. Right, let's get the background music on. So, the last time I upgraded my, or so-called upgraded my Streamlabs, my OBS studio, the size of the window became so big that I can no longer have Like, I can no longer shorten the size of the window, so... Do you know what I'm talking about? On my second monitor, I have OBS Studio. It used to take up about 2/3 of the monitor, and then on the left side of the monitor, taking up the last 1/3 was my chat. Now OBS Studio cannot shrink the size of the fucking window. So it's locked on, like, taking up most of the screen. So I need to hover it halfway off the window so I can no longer properly read my activity feed of subscribers. Why is all software like this, everyone? Why is there so many stupid technical difficulties? Why does it take up most of my CPU? Is there any answer or any end to these problems? Does anyone know how I can shrink the size of... No, I should know better than to ask technical problems to chat. Thank you very much, Neutronia, for the Prime. Appreciate it. So I'm going to make the best of this. It might take me a moment to realise who's even subscribed to me because I can hardly read it. Need to be playing the darts theme? Oh. Maybe when if we form England I can play it then. Hello 22, Majnian Cat, some winner. Tanky Warriors here, Himinuto, Hot Local Singles. Welcome everyone. Every stream I have I see like 5 people I've never seen before in the chat, so welcome to any new viewers. Homecoming today, we're going to try. It's going to be difficult. As I said in the community post and on my tweet advertising the stream, forming England as Beornia is actually considerably more difficult in single player than it is in multiplayer. Because, well, they're different. Completely different. In multiplayer, you have to use your people skills to convince Scandinavia. And if you watch Bavaria Part 13, that may or may not have happened. I don't know. Even though it's been 2 days, I still won't spoil it if you haven't seen that. But let's just say hypothetically, you just need to use your people skills, and you need to convince the Scandinavia player of the mechanical benefits. For example, the accepted pops, the extra connected and cord ports, if you stay allied, and using the infamy, especially when you have the cores. So, use your people skills, but in single player, on the other hand, you have to contest with the most difficult aspect of this game, which is the AI. Which is... not only is it difficult because, I don't know, you have to fight the AI and they can do all sorts of stupid moves. Getting AI allies is pretty much a non-starter. You can't do that. None of these countries will ally me. Like, not even close. I mean, when you do have an ally, they break the alliance for no reason later. Through some events or something. So... Alright, let's keep it paused for a little while, do a little bit of an intro of course. And hello Orange Juice. Welcome to you. And hello Chad Todd, welcome to you. Not sure I would have done what Scandi did, but was interesting. I mean, yeah, of course, in multiplayer, you can always go for a proper single conquest of the British Isles. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with a bit of that. And of course in the Bavaria series, Scandinavia attempted that initially. But then the DM comeback forced Scandinavia to come back. And isn't it ironic actually how the Dual Monarchy comeback actually caused Scandinavia to then take in Beornia the next time? So, I mean, it's such a strange series of events in the Bavaria series, and that's what I suppose people love about it. If the Dual Monarchy had lost and it would have just been a normal Scandi conquest. But, you know, it was the second conquest by Scandi where he brought in Beornia. So it's just such a crazy series of comebacks and moves being made. It's great. It's been a pleasure to edit. And today I made some more progress on part 14, of course. I'm just going to get it in early now. I don't think part 14 will be done by Friday. I mean, I'm working fully on it. But it's, you know, it's a big thing, a big episode. Unless I arbitrarily split the episode into multiple smaller parts, like it could be an hour, for example, it could be an hour-long episode, or I could split it somewhere and go, okay, we'll do 2 half-an-hours or something like that. What's the real-time difference between recording of the Bavaria campaign and video release? Well, the campaign was recorded in first half of 2022. So we're talking about a year and a half later. And it's just It's strange. I think about it sometimes. I just wonder. I think, how did we get to the point where there's such a big backlog and all that? You know, when I made the Muscovy series, the campaign hadn't even finished when I started making the series. Same for the American Bloodbath. So I started making the campaigns at the time, but nowadays we're going back with huge backlogs over a year ago, and the campaign doesn't feel like it happened that long ago. Time just seems to be passing so fast, you know, it's strange.
Loved the new video on Friday. You know you said you aren't interested in doing multiplayer on stream anymore, but you was wondering if you considered doing more one-off nation subs *** streams. Like the Turkish takedown video, for example.
Oh yeah, thank you very much Bill Dorr for the generous £3 tip, and that's a very good point, very good question. I thought about it, yeah. Yeah, I'm obviously doing loads of single player streams now. I find doing a multiplayer campaign too stressful. But, you know, subbing in a campaign for one session, or doing a one-off World War I or World War II session, could be a good way of getting some multiplayer content in live. So well said, and one of the reasons I haven't is because no one hosts World War I seemingly anymore. And you know, no one seems to host these one-offs, and you know, I haven't seen that many opportunities to sub, but maybe I'll look for them again. I don't ever actively seek out substituting in a campaign. It's normally what happens is I'll do it if someone asks me, and I go, okay, I'm free that day. Yeah, sure. So maybe if I actively seek out more subbing opportunities, I should. But yeah, the Turkish takedown. Yeah, I think about that. Think about that video as well from time to time. I think, damn, that is just a great classic little self-contained one-off story. Both as a stream, it was a good video that I edited out of it. It was also a good stream because that was just a one-off session as well that I just streamed. Maj Nyankat, you're getting a little bit confused by two things to do with the series. So first of all, I think a person originally asked about the time distance between when I played in the campaign a year and a half ago versus now, making the series out of it. But there's also the gap between episodes. I think that's what you're talking about. So it's like every 2 weeks at this point you get a Bavaria episode, and that's just how long it takes to edit every episode. So, and both of those are caused by the fact that my videos are just longer. I've added more complex editing. I just get more music, more diverse music in, if you compare it to like the Muscovy series. Alright, Maj, yeah, no worries. So that's that. That's some good intro stuff. Thanks for the donation. And of course, you can all give more donations with this link. And of course, you can give your primes. Whether you're a long-term supporter of the channel, or whether you're one person coming in and going, you know there's a Victoria 3 now, right? Yes, I know there is more effects, but I also know that you've got a prime icon next to your name. And since it's not coming up with the first time chatter message, I'm going to assume that you're someone who's like, you know, poking a little bit of fun there. So, as we now look towards Beornia, where were we? It's been a little while since I've played. I mean, I think we'd basically just defeated Scandinavia and Lotharingia as well. I was fighting Scandinavia. What was I fighting Scandinavia about again? What was I fighting them for? Was it the Paramuka Mapuche bit of land there? Because the Scandinavians did own that briefly. VOD watchers will know. I remember in the last session, of course, it was split into two because I had that little technical difficulty. I'm assuming, since no one's mentioned it in the chat, that my audio and all of those difficulties that I had experienced are fine. Nothing to worry about there. I'm not sure what that was for the previous session. But I'll tell you, when I was fixing the Lethal Company issues a couple of days ago, I realised that my streaming bitrate was way too high in my settings. And I have lowered it accordingly to 3500. So that should fix, if there were any performance issues or anything on the stream's end, that should fix a lot of things. It's showing me getting like a full bars of connection at the bottom. It's all looking good. My CPU usage is fine as well, it's not even going up that much. It seemed like Lethal Company used up a lot of the CPU, maybe it's not a quite optimized game, I don't know. But on that note, we will be playing Lethal Company tomorrow. I'm going to stream it tomorrow with maybe Piechucker, maybe Big Weevil. There's people that are down to play it, so we'll put together a team of 3 or 4 for that. Okay. So back to Beornia, right? We are building up the country, we're researching Nat and Imp. I think the main priority now is to get a navy. And I've got a steamer shipyard up and running, which is very important. Also, do we really need bronze? Early small arms factory. Can we get late small arms factories? Early small arms factory requires bronze and steel. It's not very effective. I don't want any bronze in my industry anymore. Do you only stream Beornia campaign on England match days? Is this another fucking England match day? No fucking... How could this be... Is it? So if it is, then that gives us a lot of good football to talk about. Get the football tag. It's not another England match day. Oh my god, it is! They're playing North Macedonia. What? It's pure coincidence. I don't actually pay attention to this shit. I know that I released part of 13 of Bavaria on Friday, which was an England match day. These aren't very important England match days because I believe they've already qualified for the Euros or whatever tournament it is. And so have Scotland, by the way. Scotland's doing well. Yeah, on Friday they played Malta, where they beat them, I think, 2-0. So we can talk about that. We've got some football chatter to have to justify the football tag. You know what else justifies the football tag? North FC emotes in the chat, and subbing. And North FC is a sub emote as well. So if you sub, you can play the North FC on the top right in the alert, and you can use the North FC emote to your heart's content. Just a win-win situation overall. How could you say no to that? I suppose more colonising is in order, and just building up the industry and building up a navy. Last ENG versus North Macedonia was 7-0. I'm not holding out much hope for North Macedonia to pull anything off here, to be very honest with you. My tactic for getting Africa is actually sphering the stuff, because you can get that in the scramble for Africa. But speaking of that, when is the scramble for Africa, and do I not need some... where is the tech? Where is... which one is the one we're on about? Dark Continent is the later one, that's 1900. Is it indigenous garrisoning that allows the mass colonisation? 1880, yeah? 1880 or 1885. Berlin Conference. I'm gonna have to research either machine guns or naval armament, I think. Can I get naval armament in time? No, that's far ahead. I might have to research machine guns. That's probably good to research machine guns. So I'll do machine guns, then we'll get proper into naval tech and upgrading the ports. That's the way forward. We will need machine guns anyway to take on the likes of the Dual Monarchy in open combat. Need to build a port in this region. Have I just fucked myself by building the port in the desert? No, I don't think there's a penalty. We're fine. We just gained these regions from some of those Inca countries. Is this the day it's coming back? It's coming back. It's coming back. I don't think that's how it goes. Why is it always this song? It's just this song. It's the only one in this damn playlist. So, North Macedonia then. Well. What do we think of that country? Any Greeks in the chat? Every time I talk about football, every time I look at football, and every time I look at like international matches, North Macedonia is always there. For some reason. I don't know why. It's just always North Macedonia. All the time. I don't get it. It's weird. Let's see if I can make some commerce raiders just to test my steamer convoy. Reform time, yes. Wait a minute, can we change to unitary government? Oh yes we can. Regionalism shite. We can get unitary. Admin efficiency, leadership modifier, tax efficiency. Yes, please. Unitary. So the debate about who owns the rights to Alexander the Great. Does North Macedonia own the rights, or does Greece own the rights? I'm going to be really honest with you. From my understanding, Alexander the Great was neither Greek nor Macedonian in the modern sense. Ancient Macedonia was its own culture and nation, which doesn't really exist anymore. And to be honest, they weren't exactly Greeks, but they were closer to Greeks. They were quite close to Greek. They were like a distinct little dialect or language. And he certainly conquered Greece. Or would you say he conquered it? He took over and put them into a sort of like league. Not a football league, but like a political league. Thank you very much, Majnyan Cat, for this. Oh my god, that is a sub for 6 months in advance. I'm sorry, but this is my last ever stream. Organise Congo, yes please. Congo, change religion to Protestant. Sorry, I need to go and get a glass of water. I've had a cough like for the past week. It's not bad or anything, but I just have that little thing in the back of my throat. Just going to go and refill my water. Be back in a couple of seconds, guys. This isn't my cup of tea break. I'll have my cup of tea break later. I'm back. Can't wait till Spud realises it's major. Oh, right. Major. Yeah, gotcha. Macedonian was mutually intelligible with Greek. The difference was probably less than the difference between English and Scots. So you're saying that Alexander the Great was... Alexander the Great? Alexander the Great was Scottish. In terms of the difference between Greeks and Macedonians, the difference is comparable to the difference between Scots and English, therefore Alexander the Great was Scottish. But only metaphorically. Because we're using that to compare, right? He's only Scottish metaphorically. Was he black? He will be in the Netflix adaptation, but that's a different story. Acadian liberation of Arkansas against Usamerita. Belgian Confederacy and... I'm not joining you, mate. Good luck. To be fair, you do have a big army. 28. 8. But the Belgian Confederacy is way stronger. We might even see a Belgian Confederacy AI formed Arcadia in this game. That might be interesting. Does this mean that Paris of Epirus is Irish or Welsh? But isn't that isn't that later? Isn't that Roman times? Was that not someone who fought against Rome? Saint George was a Turkish man. Saint George is Turkish in the same way that Alexander the Great is modern Slavic Macedonian. He happened to be from a place where later groups came in and took over. We have a bit of lack of canned food, maybe? We'll stockpile it. Oh yeah, the Shiltrin phalanx, yeah. The Skiltrin, or Shiltrin, or whatever, looks like a Dutch word. I don't know how you pronounce it, but that's what the Scots used against the English in the Wars of Independence, quite effectively, to mitigate their cavalry at least. Yeah, we're lacking canned food. Let's ramp up the production of that by encouraging workers to go into those factories. Here's a question for those of you who play Victoria 3. Can you prioritise factories for workers to go in that game? I bet you probably can, right? You can sort of divert and prioritise, yeah. Well, at least they have that. That's good. Oh, remember, my general. Legendary Beornian General Hugh Grant. And he's not bad, he's a 2-1. Which is good for DoD fan for. Legendary General Hugh Grant. Hugh Grant is going to lead the charge back into England. And he's going to star in numerous rom-coms. I'm getting called into an Afghani crisis. Punjab wants to be free from that. Burgundy has all of India. Now they could be... Oh! Burgundy accept... what a fucking Chad move from Burgundy. I mean... They just released Punjab from a crisis from the Sadozai Kingdom right there. Instantly. Wow. I saw that happen live. Let's not move into proper Victoria 3 talk though. That game doesn't need me to usher its downfall. They're perfectly capable of handling their downfall themselves, as they keep doing with all their decisions and failures to actually put out working patches. I just want to say one final thing on it though. I could never have expected or predicted just how much of a disaster patch 1.5 in the free weekend would be. But it's been a disaster. I mean, it's... If you don't know what the community are saying about it, especially on Reddit, the reviews on Steam, it's been a disaster, okay? And I've had nothing to do with it. I haven't played it. Nothing to do with it, not my problem. I'm just watching and laughing from the sidelines at this point. Last thing I'll say, just watching the Vic 3 dev team scramble to try and make something work out of the absolute piece of shit they created on launch day. Just watching the Titanic crew trying to desperately keep the ship afloat after the mess they made on launch day. And watching people still shill for it, because the marketing, one thing that hasn't dried up is the marketing money, they still have shills. But it's very funny to watch from the sidelines. And I don't want to just use the opportunity to gloat and say I was right about it. But I absolutely will. I'm gloating, I was right about it. All their future disasters that, you know, are happening. I didn't necessarily predict the specific disasters, but I did predict that, you know, they would try to fix the war system, but they're incompetent and barely able to. I did say that, so... Okay. I know you might comment on Vic 3 a lot in the chat now, but that's my last word on it for this stream, okay? Okay, that's it. Now, I want to upgrade my small arms factories to new small arms factories. Yeah, I'm going to upgrade them to the ones that don't take bronze, because bronze is a difficult resource to get. Neutronia. Okay, last thing I'm going to say. Neutronia, this wasn't even a... They weren't even shilling a DLC Neutronia. They were shilling... Paradox dumped marketing money into shilling a free patch 1.5. A little DLC about South America, which seemed pretty good, came out, but they weren't shilling that directly. The things weren't... The DLC was not really that important or big. Everything, all the talk was about 1.5, and all the shilling was directed about advertising the patch and the free weekend. And look what that did. Nothing. It brought the reviews down to mixed again. Okay, we're done. Okay, no more victory. Okay, alright. The good news is we're able to pump out Commerce Raiders and all that. That's good. And we're getting some nice feelings in Africa, which we will inherit in the scramble. How's Acadian doing? Oh, well that war is already over, if there even was a war. Do I have level 2 ports across the board? Yeah, I do. Let's talk about EU5 instead. Well, I've said this before, but I'll say it again. I'm looking forward to the release announcement of EU5, assuming that's what they're working on, because unlike Victoria 3, EU5 and any controversies surrounding that are just going to be, you know, something I can really just sit back and watch, truly watch from the sidelines. And watch a different community react to what Paradox does to it, you know? You know, you can say, you know what they did to the Victoria 2 community. The EU4 community is bigger, more robust and stronger than the Vic 2 community ever was, so if Paradox does anything to piss off the EU4 community, they will really know about it. And that makes me question, actually. Because there's an argument to be made where they won't actually piss off the EU4 community. Because the EU4 community is big and has many good, strong voices in it already, they might actually not piss them off, because they could do whatever they wanted with Victoria 2, right? With Victoria, the Victoria community, Victoria 3. They didn't give a fuck about what community Vic 2 had. They regarded it as a weird old game, and they used it as a playground to make something completely new, right? And I represent a large chunk of the voice of Victoria 2 against that, but I'm a very small voice. I'm absolutely drowned out by the shills, right? So, in a sense, they probably wouldn't get away with it with EU5 in the same way. Because there could have been a scenario where they made a Victoria 3 that was drastically different from Victoria 2, but they also made it good. So, something that got positive reviews, even if it was different from Vic 2. People wouldn't really care. The Redditors would just go, oh, Vic 2, no one cares about those old racists. It just also happens that this Victoria 3 is bad on its own terms. So let's just say if it was good on its own terms, and I'm dropping the fucking number 9 GP status again, I can't do that. Shit. I know I'm getting sidetracked into loads of these discussions again, but it's fine. Now who is overtaken me? Spain. They have 440 points. I just need a few more points of industry, I guess. Jingoist in power. When will I drop? 10th of May, 1876. Oh, we can come back in that time. He can't stop talking about it. You know, I can talk about what I want, and if I wanted to talk about Victoria 3 for this entire stream, I could. But I don't actually want to. And I'm trying to stop myself because I'd rather just focus on the Vic 2 here. Dropping in the UEFA rankings. It's over. We need to win. We need to score some goals. We need to win some games. Building capital ships is actually a way of getting your power up without cheating in prestige or anything cheeky like that. (4-4-2) isn't actually the formation I favour. My formation is a 4-1-5. 4 infantry, 1 cavalry, 5 artillery. I've said my piece on it now, Alex, okay? I think we're done with the EU5, the victory talk. That's enough. We've made all the points we wanted to make. Now my main priority is staying in number 8 GP slot. These mana wars will not be done in time. This one's going to get done in June. We're going to drop in May if we don't do something. If you don't talk about Paradox the rest of the stream, I will sub. You can't hold me hostage like that. I'm not going to play your game. I'm going to talk about what I want. And if I do want to talk about Victory again, Orbital Cohen, at some point in the stream, I will. I'm not playing your game. Alright? I'll pick up loads of other subs. I don't need you. It's fine. Spain is on 443, I'm on 436. Fucking Spain is a shithole. They have civil wars. How could they be doing well? I can take them on personally. Beornia, talk about Beornia. Aye, mate. What if I annex Kulosuyu here? What if I just annex this? Got a truce? Yeah, I'm truced. There's more sulfur here if I take down Kutamasuyu, but I'm also truce with them, am I? I need to lower my relations with them, then maybe I can. I'm allied with them. What? Break that. Take Gibraltar. Well, it is true that I do need some kind of soft underbelly to make my way into Europe. Africa is a good starting point. It's close. Where can I get some points from? Does anyone know? Anyone in the chat know some good ways of instantly getting some great power points? I'm fully employed. I'm encouraging craftsmen in my most populous provinces, pretty much. Oh, I was actually encouraging soldiers there. Besieging wars. Is there anything I can do in 5 months? Does it still work if you split up your attacks to generals, procedures added to your score? Are you... Hey, Mormon Jesus, do we go way back in the Victoria 2 multiplayer community? Is that you? I think I remember you. But let's try that. Let's try that. Prestige in wars, switching generals when at war. Oh, maybe. Let's put a general in this and look at my prestige, right? 272. Let's put where is he? Where are you? Hugh. Alphabetical order. Hugh Grant. Did it go up? I don't even have generals on all my normal stats. Nah. Wait, let's see if any generals. Prestige 4.9%. Nah, that doesn't happen. It's an interesting shout. Foreign Beyond the Sea is the man with the plan. Beyond the Sea actually gave me the real answer to the question. Foreign investment, of course. Build some factories and stuff. That guy knows what he's talking about. Listen to him. Like, it's pretty slow going in terms of value for money per point, but I'll dump all my 200k. It doesn't really matter what I invest in as long as I'm investing in something. To be fair, I should probably invest in my own spherelings, but I might lose my spherelings. Right, we've got machine guns, so we'll move on to radar group doctrine. Taxes are at maximum, so I'll lower my army funding to try and make more money for this. That's how important this is. We don't have much time. It will only give a little bit, Aracalix, yeah. Point check. Me 440. Hey, I'm catching up. I'm closing the gap. Can we do this? If I drop out of GP status, I'll take it, okay? I'm just going to keep playing. We'll try and get back. We'll take it as it comes. We'll take it on the chin, as we say in Beornia. Take it on the chin. Still on a truce with Anti-Suyu. No, I don't think I ever fought them. Did I? I don't know. Forgot. I forgot everything. The best Casus Belli I've got in this country is Conquest. It's not worth... Conquest is not a CB that's worth 65k. They need to add a minor Conquest CB to this mod. I am personally okay with just lowering my infamy with commands, as you all know, but still, you know. Oh, hey, tell you what, I'm going to mention Victoria 3 again. There's no foreign investment in that game yet. Just saying. There's no foreign investment in that game. They're going to be adding it with the Sphere of Influence DLC in fucking March 2024. There is lowering your infamy with commands, and then there is bullshit infamy costs. Yeah. And bullshit infamy costs gives me more of a justification to lower my infamy with commands, if anything. More of a moral justification for it. These heavy ships are about to come through, but they're not going to prevent me falling on 10th of May. I don't think anything will at this point, it's too late. Did base V2 have it? I don't know. But people always jump to comparing base Vic 2 with base Vic 3, even though one of them came about 12 years after the other and had the chance to build on DLC'd Vic 2, and had more money, and had a bigger dev team. So you'd think basic things from the predecessor would be included. I'm assuming base Vic 2, either that or Heart Divided added it. One of them. And I'm not sure. It's hard to remember what was added in Vic 2's DLC when, you know, it's like I've been playing the Heart of Darkness for about 10 years. It came out in 2013. So you can hardly remember what was in each DLC because it's all the same. It's all been constant for 10 years. Though having said that, I do remember the launch of Heart of Darkness, and we played multiplayer on it when it came out, and we messed around with battle plans and stuff. So I remember some of the things that were added, don't get me wrong. I remember them adding battle plans. It's over. We're dropping to number 9, it's fucking over. I've invested as much as I could. Let's see, 10th of May. We're still a great power technically, it has to be the 11th. Let's just check how close I got. 4-4-3 and 4-5. Spain jumped up again, mate. How did Spain pull this off? When I build a navy, Spain's the first target, but I guarantee they have allies. No, they don't, actually. But if I fight Spain, I'll actually be fighting in South America. I would be fighting them for this. I might try and release something. I might try and release Aureliana or New Granada from Spain as my puppet. That's all my spheres gone. I'll just have to do some manual conquest. Oyo has a lot of allies, including me, because they used to be my sphere and they allied me. There's always ups and downs, you know? Oh, guess what? Here's something that can increase my prestige, a grand exhibition. Empire of Amazonia is a good alliance, if they'll keep it. There's just something about the AI in this mod or this game that just... they don't keep alliances. The AI just always breaks alliances. Right, our new small arms factory is built, so I'm going to move all the workers to that. Apparently they do lack steel. Wait, I was trying to do the same thing with my artillery factories, begin integrating? Yes. I actually wanted to delete the bronze artillery factory as well. I forgot to do that. So we now have steel, but I don't actually have enough steel to go into... Well, I do. I'm doing okay. I don't really have enough steel to make all this stuff, though. I need more steel factories, so I'll build one here. Edicts of Milan. I do have other steel factories, but... And we do have enough iron and coal going into them, sort of. We're not doing too badly in that. But there is a problem with the industry. There is just simply not enough. There's not enough coal, and therefore I'm not producing enough steel. So I guess what we could do is go for another conquest for some coal. We've got some in Africa there. The next place, and I think, I mean, I had already sphered Batavia, so dropping out of GP status, and we're now number fucking 10. Dropping out of GP status really hurt my industry. We don't have that coal coming in anymore. No coal in the east, almost. There's some coal in Persia. You expect me to go all the way to the north of Persia for that? There's coal in China. There's coal in Japan, Korea. There is some coal in Zurao, in their capital region. The best place that makes sense to go to now is probably Madagascar. It doesn't offer much coal. Wait, if they're my ally, did I sphere them as well? I must have sphered them. God. I have to go and like pick apart my ex-sphere empire. It's so sad. But yeah, I'll conquer Macedonia. Macedonia? Madagascar. Those names are similar, right? Macedonia is just on my mind because I cannot just stop thinking about football. Even these heavy ships, these man of wars, they're not increasing. Look, I built like 8 man of wars and they've provided me about 1.2 points. It's not much. 1.5. It's not much. Leaders, generals. And when Mormon Jesus was talking about leaders contributing to your points, I think your total amount of generals, whether they're assigned to an army or not, give you prestige. So just having them in the ranks. Only sphere you need to concern yourself is the football. Oh yeah, the actual ball. Yeah, the sphere. I get you. I get you. Are we getting immigrants? We're not even getting immigrants, mate. Lotharingia is getting them. Qingshu's getting them. It's not fair. We're getting a small amount. I need more reforms. And we're close to enacting more social reforms. Just a little bit more militancy. And it's going up. So we will get reforms soon. But yeah, I'll take South. Oh my god. Madagascar, are you okay? Marina nationalists. What? Wait. Oh, Batavia fucking owns that. Oh, right. That's why I was allied to him. No one in the chat noticed. No one in the chat noticed that. But will the rebels actually break Madagascar free? No, I don't think they can. I'm just going to have to attack Batavia. I'd hate to do this to my ex-ally in Sphereling. They have cores on all of that. So it's not as if I can just take Zulu as a colony and be safe because they have cores on Zulu. He doesn't know. What don't I know? Chat doesn't know. Chat doesn't know anything. Chat's wrong. Build some more transports as we move to being more of an overseas venturing nation.
Come on, England. Score
Thank you very much, Templar Gabe, for the Prime. Enjoy your North FC emo, mate. It's coming up. Do we have Clipper convoys? Come on, buy up all the Clipper convoys. Come on. Surely we have enough of that. I mean, as you can see, we have a lack of steel going into like canned food factories, but we have a lack of coal and iron going into the steel factory. So it's all backed up, you know. Can I make a clothes factory here for the fabric? No, I don't have clothes factories unlocked, apparently. Mutinous welcome. Okay, thanks. Yeah, we do have. We do have. I don't think anything I'm using needs bronze. Machine parts do. So I'll keep the bronze factory, the bronze James. We can make southern... Oh, what's this? Claiming South Georgia. Oh! Hey! Nice! This is part of the Falklands region. So we have Falklands Islands, which is a state, and we have colonial Falklands Islands. This is a well-known thing. You can have two ports in one state if one part of it is a colony and the other part of it is a state. But I've just made a state out of southern Sussex, which is one of the regions we took off of the Incas in like day 1 war, wasn't it? Wasn't it? I can barely remember. Rapa Nui here is not my core. I can make this a state, I think. I can safely make this a state. Is there any reason not to? No, I have a chance of coring it if I state that. This is accepted pops on it. What does becoming VIP entail? Good question. VIP is just like a bragging rights role on Twitch or something. I have very high standard for getting VIP, and that is you need to get 1 million channel points, and I'm not lowering the requirements. Despite how deflated the channel point economy on this channel is, because I don't even think anyone's broken 100k, let alone 1 million. And we also don't have that many opportunities now and again to do bets, you know. If you want to do bets, then Inca Nationalists here, but I guess the worm streams that Pie and Chucker and I occasionally do are the best opportunities, but they're few and far between. I mean, there's nothing that we can do bets on right now, is there? There isn't much. We just have to wait until we make a move. I don't think the Marina Nationalists are winning here. I'm going to attack. Placing the sun on Batavia. We're taking a bit more coal. What I would love to do is release Zulu and have it as my sphereling and puppet, but that would be completely pointless when I had Batavia in its entirety as my sphere before. So all we can really do here is take Madagascar, and I'll take both bits of it. I'll take the 2 bits. Will it come home this season? No, you don't understand the escalating odds. You don't understand. If I do a channel point prediction like, will it come home? Like, will I come back to England in this session? That's going to be a channel point bet that lasts the entire stream. Possibly. Whereas it's better to do things where you can have multiple channel point predictions per stream. They've got to be relatively short-term ones, or else they become redundant and pointless. Why are my capitalists trying to build a fucking bronze artillery factory there? That is ridiculous. Okay, right. Now we need to fund everything. We're going to war. This, no, I'm not being sphered. No, that's fine, escalating odds. I just have to explain all the reasons behind things. Right, now we don't have money. Why? The economy became so bad. So bad that we might need to do an economic tech or something. How about an industrial tech? How about that? We have the boost. How many troops does Batavia have? 30? We cannot land directly on Batavia. In fact, they even have quite a big garrison on the island. We do not get enough goods in the army to reinforce it. We probably won't even be able to rebuild our ships and then be able to even transport them. Unfortunately. There is quite literally nothing we can do. Losing great power status to a bunch of bullshit pretty much ruined the campaign in the short term until we can fix that. If I can't repair my ships, my transports, then I won't be able to move out there and attack them. Can I? Are these repairing? Maybe, a little bit. So I just have to remind you, this continent pretty much has no resources. There's no coal. The only thing you have here is sulfur. One iron province and a native nation there. There's no coal. There's not one single coal province in this entire continent. I think there should be events where the Beornians start digging for coal. I mean, it's like genetically predisposed. British people are genetically predisposed to start digging for coal. Oh, going down the pit in Beornia. We're going to open the pit in Aethelwulf and Ryedale. Pit down the pit. They need to add that immediately. Wait, what the fuck happened? Okay, Inca Empire rebels won. So that Tawantinsuyu, which is now allied to Burgundy. I mean, I think they always were allied to Burgundy because it's like a feeling. So I can't even take this Iron Province now because fucking this thing here, this landlocked little rump Inca Empire is allied to Burgundy. But I mean, I can take this bit of sulfur here, this last bit here, but I'll just lower my infamy because it shouldn't be a full conquest. Right, now what is the command to lower my infamy without losing prestige? Is there one? We need to get the infamy commands out again. I'm not risking going over 25 here. Also, by the way, I think infamy is the reason I'm not getting any immigration. As you can see, minus 67% immigrant attraction with just 13 infamy. Having any infamy at all makes it pretty much impossible to get immigration in the New World. I'm not sure how I feel about that mechanic. I think a little negative modifier to immigration makes sense for infamy, but not this much. It's way over the top. Minus 67 pretty much reduces your immigration to 0. Any opinions? Any commands that you know of in this mod for infamy? I have to turn to chat here. Turning to chat for things. Not always fruitful. Coal mines of Beornia are too infamous. DoD relies too much on you only doing the LARP wars? Maybe. Thing is, once Beornia doesn't have that many LARP wars, actually. You have one scripted war, maybe two against the Incas. $37230, okay, but is that one that reduces my prestige as well? Let's see. Alright, so when I asked for an infamy command that didn't lower my prestige, did you hear me say that? Well, I mean, I'll do this, but then I'll raise my prestige, okay, through the command. No one listening. Right. Okay. Count up the prestige I have to re-add to myself. Okay. But that's 5, 10. I don't think I can trust chat to even count this up. 15, 20, 25, 30. Alright, okay. It's alright, I handled it myself, lads. That puts me up to number 8. How come I'm number 8 again? Did I give myself more prestige than I had lost, or is it really just this closely contested for GP status? Going up the world ranking like this to number 9 it's actually gonna probably help me get goods. It increases my great power status ranking in the world stage very briefly. It might actually help. The prestige command is affected by your prestige buffs. Oh my god. So we have to, you know, we have to consider that in our calculations, I guess. Or we just have to remember what prestige I was on before I started using infamy commands, and then just move back to it. Good news is, though, I don't think I'm going to take an infamy hit here. I think we've actually made it through without... we didn't even get a hit for this annexation, 22 conquest. So I take back everything I said about complaining about the 22 infamy for this. I didn't even take any. Getting immigration though? Don't seem to be actually getting immigration. I'm still waiting for that fucking militancy to go up to get a reform. And that's it, there we go. What would be the best reform to get? I shouldn't ask chat, they wouldn't know. I don't think any of them give much in the way of immigrant attraction. All of them would just give me +1. This one would go +2, +1. Which one would give me the most when we get all of them? None of them. All of these are the same. Beornia just won the World Cup. Yeah, I agree. The minimum wage is good. Safety regulations are good. Safety regulations give an extra pop growth at the end, so technically most optimal. Oh, do you want to... let's talk about the Argentine election, yeah. And by the way, I hate politics and I don't really want to talk about politics, but what... any Argentinians in the chat want to talk about that? Are there any Argentines in the chat to fill us in? What happened? Apparently he promised to reclaim the Falklands. Oh. Oh, it's over. I'm sure he will. To be fair, we also do need more sulfur in the country. We have a shortage of sulfur, even though we have a decent bit. Even though we have some. Even this isn't enough to sustain like one fucking gunpowder factory. Does a propaganda campaign give me... Nah, it doesn't give me... Would it give me prestige? I don't really care to find out. Falklands War electric boogaloo, but without French missiles to sink British ships. Well, you'd think in the 21st century, after the Falkland Islands, after the First Falklands War, like missile technology has improved and they might even be able to get better missiles. But then there's also better missile defense. I don't know anything about that. But times have changed since those French missiles that the RGs used in the 80s. He believes the Falkland Islands belong to his country, but says the islanders must have a say in their future. Well, that settles it then. Alright, we'll make a bit more money from industry. Now let's get Navy tech. Ironclads and monitors, yes please. Oh shit, I need to be upgrading my ports. I got the level, I didn't have money at the time. There's a weirdly glitched port here. It's actually Mantaron here that has the port, which is represented by this icon here. It was part of Lotharingia, we conquered it from them. Sussex Port as well. This is also a slightly glitched port location here. It's on this region, on this province, but it's located physically on that one. You know, we're noticing the fine details. Don't forget the African ports. The British fleet is less capable than it was. Oh, absolutely. If we even have a fleet. But if Britain's less capable, then what does that mean Argentina is? They're probably even less capable, right? So, nothing to worry about. Southampton Sea's army is in my land because I probably gave them access. Well. Doing this gives us a direct connection to Spain's viceroyalty, which means we might be able to go in on Spain at this point. They might be the next logical target. It would be good to take them down, get a bit of land closer to Europe and Africa, as well as take that viceroyalty. Free Quito and free Granada. Up in the north, New Granada. Gibraltar doesn't make any sense to take. Do I have unemployment? Southern Sussex. Wait, what? Oh, that's the new one I created. What RGOs do they have? Oh, rum factory. They have sugar. You know what that means. We're building a rum distillery there. And also canned food. Well, I can't just take Gibraltar because Spain owns it and it's connected to the entire region of Andalusia. So, and there is no releasable core, so, but I could release Granada down here. That'd be funny. I could release Granada and New Granada at the same time. Right, new port, build it. Is Lotharingia's land worth anything? It's got decent pops. It's got no resources to speak of. It's got coffee. Guess it's got some consumer resources, but it's not really that good. I'd be down to go in on them and take some more land from them again. Truce is up. We're number 8 again. Shall we have Now, did my navy repair? Nah. I still have a Casus Belli on Batavia. When does it expire? I've got it until June 1879. If I can sort things out until then. Think of the naval base. Yeah, no. Taking Lotharingia would be good. Taking the Bourgogne du Sud region would be good. I might do it. Fire State mid. Yeah, let's go in on Lotharingia again. They've got no allies, no friendly. I can even call in Amazonia for the fun of it. Let's have another war against Lotharingia. Well, we're pretty much landlocked due to naval supply issues and whatever. Do some expanding. Some expansionism. Steel, cement, nah, we don't even have resources to fucking upgrade my ports. It's such a bad situation. The lack of resources in this country almost makes it, well, it certainly makes it a challenge. I wouldn't say unplayable, but fucking hell, you know. I wouldn't say unplayable, but it's almost there. I certainly can show Europe Atomovi, and the Dual Monarchy is still intact. Poland got absolutely destroyed. There is a war going on, Scandi versus... There's quite an extensive war actually. What's this? Oh, everyone versus Japan? Okay. Russia's actually attacking Japan for Siberian land. And the Polish liberation of Volyn. So, Burgundy and the Polish Republic have gone in on Scandinavia and the Kingdom of Ruthenia. That's actually an interesting war. I know what sad Polish noises sound like. It starts with the letter K. That's the sound it makes. Oh my god, we're getting another lucky infamy hit. Okay, I apologise to the infamy gods for using so many infamy commands. They're treating me well. They're not even giving me infamy hits. Shall we get our best attack general on this and just march in? Our best attack is a 2 attack. Right here. Alright, let's do it. We can do a channel point prediction for this, right? Is there anything more interesting than a straight up win or lose channel point prediction we could do for this war? How about this, right? Will I lose a battle in this war? Let's nuance it a little bit. Lidoge, please make the channel point prediction. Will Spud lose a battle in this war? Yes or no? If you think I will lose a battle, bet on it. If you think I will not lose a battle, bet on it. It's a pretty foregone conclusion that I will win the war, right? Let's be honest. But let's see if I can do it with some skill and not lose a battle. Alright, get betting your channel points. And I'm going to use this opportunity to get my cup of tea now, okay? I knew this was coming, right? Back in a couple of minutes, everyone. Thanks for watching so far. Hope you're enjoying. Get betting. Alright everyone, I'm back. The 2 minutes have passed. The bets are in. Let me check. Who's betting? Tiny bets. Tiny bets. 10k on yes, 29k on no. 8 people on each bet. So a lot of people have bet, but you haven't put much points into it. It's split 50-50. Half of you think I'm going to lose a battle in this war. I resent that. Now, watch me attack with the 60k and it's like a 6 defense Lotharingian general when I lose the battle. Okay, we're taking Bourgogne du Sud. And that's all I'm going to take because it's 80 war score. Alright, Amazonia will join. Makes it easier. They don't count towards losing battles, okay? They're AI. They probably will lose battles. They don't count. The question was about Spud. They should nicely soak up some of those Amazonia troops. Right, let's see what kind of defense general they have. Ah, we're fine. We're fine. We're not losing that battle. I've got a question. Is DM usually given to a banner inexperienced player in MP campaigns? No. It's usually just a coincidence that you appear to see that happening a lot. It's not a given thing. What a lot of people have said, and is true, is that if the Dual Monarchy wins, the campaign is less interesting because they're a fucking monolithic great power that wins. And if the DM wins, then they become very, very strong, and it's hard to ever beat them, and they dominate the campaign. So campaigns where the DM loses tend to be more interesting, and therefore I make videos out of them. And there is also the fact that they are a difficult country. Yeah. Difficult because you have to balance land wars and naval wars. And if you neglect one, you'll win one. You can't. It's hard to win them both. It's hard to beat Scandinavia at sea and therefore not lose the British Isles and beat Burgundy on land. So, you really have to balance a lot of things. Wait, so my production of steamers versus clippers, right? I'm not producing any clippers, but I produce 1.6 steamers, so I really ought to make steamer transports instead of clipper transports. And that I shall do, like 20. I was wondering what the final was. Yeah. Venice series. You're watching the Venice series and the Bavaria series and the Venice series at the same time. Yeah. Those two series, those two campaigns are pretty much successors to each other. So the player base in them is quite the same. Like Spambot is around in the Bavaria series and Dempsey is the host of Bavaria. And I think in terms of the times that they took place, even though the series might be far apart, they took place closer to each other. I can't remember exactly. Like I was talking earlier about how long it takes between the campaign happening and me making videos out of it. I can't remember when the Venice series actually took place. I really should make a note of that in like the credits in the grand finale. I need to actually say things like that. Okay. Lothering is attacking me now and I don't really have much to reinforce this with. It's a 2 defense general on my part though. One of the things I hate is just this constant follow up, and you can never stack wipe them. I hate that. No, I spoke too soon. As soon as I say that, I instantly stack wipe them. And it gives me a chance to reinforce this battle. Okay. Oh my god, the casualties. 9 roll. They're not winning a battle. All the people that bet against me are just on suicide watch. It's over. The Venice series took place in April 2022. Right. Okay. I'm trying to think. No, wait. Didn't I make the Venice series in April 2022? Isn't that when I started making it? Like, editing it? Someone get... Kowalski, tell me when the first Venice episode came out. When did I make that? Was it like April 2021? Like before the campaign happened? I'm getting all mixed up on it. I'm going to go into my footage files and tell you when the Venice series was recorded, okay? I'll tell you when it was recorded right now. Going into my footage. Right. Part 1, Session 1. No, wait, no, that's wrong. That's not the footage. Session 4 of the Venice series, therefore, fucking, like a month in. So, the Venice campaign took place in September 2021 through to October and maybe into November. Late 2021. And then the Bavaria campaign took place just after that in early 2022. And the Venice series started at the beginning of 2022, leading through like half the year into about August or something. Session 1 of the Bavaria campaign took place on April 2022. 4th of April 2022. Oh no, actually they might have taken place on the 19th of March. I'm looking at created versus modified on the file, although created doesn't actually give you the right thing, it's modified that's right. Yeah, Session 1 of the Bavaria campaign, which is currently making into a series, happened on the 19th of March 2022, which is well over a year ago. So I was releasing the Venice series when the Bavaria campaign happened, and there are actually moments in the footage for the Bavaria campaign where people are talking about the Venice series and referencing it. Like it's actively coming out at the time. Some of that might be in the bonus clips for Patreons, I don't know. I can't remember any clips specifically where we reference it like that. So there you go. There's your lore update. Okay? Are we happy now? How many viewers did I lose on the lore update? Now we gained viewers. Everyone wants to know about the Spud Gun lore. Everyone wants to know about the campaigns and when they happened. I've always had the idea to do some kind of dedicated discussion stream about that in some way. Fucking canned food. Fucking. Why is the chat so dead? I'm out here talking about in-depth stuff about behind the scenes in my videos. Anyone want to talk out of the 100 viewers? Anyone? Feeling really shy today, are we? Anyone got any questions about my videos or like these series and when they happen and all that? I may or may not have rewatched every major Spud Gun series in over the last month. Well, thanks for that, and I hope you enjoyed them. Why do you always seem to have dead weight as allies? Well, that seems to be a perception that some viewers have picked up, but I don't feel that way myself. That's just like coincidence from videos and what's happening, like especially the Venice series with the DM. But that Moth Prophet is asking, did you talk with Burgundy about declaring war on the Elbrids in the last part? Did not see any Diplo in the video. Did hear the conversation go. Well, these are spoilery things, but if you haven't seen Bavaria Part 13, then mute the stream or something, I guess. It came out on Friday. But, okay, well, first of all, Arocalix is right. I did DM him, like, in-game. I talked to him in PMs in the game. And I might have DM'd him on Discord at the same time as well. But I reported on the Diplo as it happened in the analysis section and in the... Or just telling my allies. Like, for example, when I told Italy we're working with Burgundy. Have you ever considered just posting all the VODs to a campaign that didn't have a great story that you may not make a series out of? Yeah. Yeah, but... I mean... At the same time, it's just... I don't know, they're not a VOD in the same sense as a stream. Like, they're stuff that I recorded and decided I didn't want to make a video out of, so... There's not really much point posting anything with them. And if I didn't consider them a great power again, if I didn't consider them interesting enough to make a series out of, then spending the time to upload the full things is like... it's not really that productive or a waste of time, doesn't matter. Someone asked about facts about the Muscovy series. I don't know. Muscovy series holds up really well. The editing isn't as in-depth, but the events of the series are good on their own. Yeah. The Muscovy series is the one I always compare back to when I want to show how my editing style has improved or changed over these years. The Kulor rises. The Incas are gone again. Shall I annex this? Yeah. Annexing that. We'll wrap that up. If you want your question to guaranteed get an answer, then post it in a sub message or a donation. You know, I'm missing some of these in the chat because chat is just flying so quickly. But if you want it to definitely be answered, you know. No, I understand where the question comes from about releasing big VODs and all that. And as well as also another point about maybe having other editors to make more stuff out of my backlog, but... Have you ever considered re-editing your older series into your newer style? No, that's not really a good thing to do. But the main reason is I don't even have the footage anymore because... you know, my hard drive space is limited, so I delete the footage eventually of the series that I've already made. I couldn't even do that if I wanted to. But I also don't want to, because I just want to leave. My editing style in 2020 is what it was, and it was people loved the series as they were. So it's like, you know, all these remakes of movies that are going on these days and all that bullshit. Oh, this is new. Rebels. Modern movie making and series making has this urge to constantly remake and update old things. And I don't like that urge. I love to leave my old series as they are. I don't have any urge to remaster and remake them. Even if there's mistakes, even if there's aspects I didn't cover in the analysis sections, you know. Did I just get away with another full Annex Conquest Casus Belli without fucking getting an infamy hit? I did. I think as a narrative style it is sometimes more immersive if you do the map animation with post-battle results than watching it happen in-game. What do you exactly mean by that? Do you mean... let's get some... Okay. Hollywood and game studios do it because they're creatively bankrupt and know it's easiest to sell. Yes. Absolutely. I'm not creatively bankrupt, I like to think. I've got plenty new fantastic ideas for series and videos and editing moves and stuff, so I don't need to do that shit. So, oh, I see what you mean, Arok Alex. You actually prefer the analysis section to watching the war happen in real time at the time in the footage. So imagine if I were to say a war was going to happen in the Bavaria series, and instead of showing the war, I just skip to after the war happened and do an analysis section. Oh my god, what the fuck is this? Hello Baraki, but this event has just happened. Wow, this is a lot to unpack right here. Hold on a sec. So Beornia is the new Israel. Alright Samuel, yeah, I'll keep that in mind. So, a strange, and I'm very happy to see more flavour, by the way, and more lore. A strange Christian cult is sweeping the rural provinces. Beornian Israelism weaves nationalism, Protestant mysticism, and questionable history and archaeology to allege that the English founders of Beornia were the direct descendants of the 10 lost tribes of ancient Israel. Now, let's be honest here. What Christian nation in its past hasn't at some point tried to claim that they are one of the lost tribes of Israel? You did it in the Bavaria series when you don't have footage of it. You also did it in the Muscovy series and some others. The war then feels like it's a bunch of conscious choices that some guys entrusted instead of getting yelled at. Right. What about the one in the Aragon cinematic universe, like the Nogai videos, where I didn't get footage of the war, so I put some flags over the map? People liked that. I remember a lot of comments about that when I did that in that Nogai video. You know, the virtual rock Nogai. And I actually liked that, but I just think if I actually have footage of the war, then I'll just show it, and maybe mute the shouting at some points to put music in. Yeah, putting in flags and analysis makes it more like a movie instead of a VOD. But at the same time, at the end of the day, we are playing a game, so hearing the allies shouting at each other and making moves and commands shows us playing the game, and it's important, and the communication. As you're going to find in Bavaria Part 14, when that comes out. When will be the next stream with PieChucker? Tomorrow, we're going to play Lethal Company with PieChucker and maybe more people. We're going to play it tomorrow. Burgundy player's voice made me want to quit the video. How could you say that about Chrono? Look, people can't help their voice. Don't make fun of them. So, Beornian Israelism is happening. People think a new community happened. All pops. Do I have Ashkenazi, Sephardic, Mizrahim pops in my country? Do I have, in other words, Jewish people in this country? Do I have Ashkenazi? The edit you did with Chrono and the Bound Mental Patient was golden. I'm glad that people liked that one. I have people assimilating here. I don't have any Jews in the country. Sephardic? No. Do I have Sephardic? No, I don't. No. Now let's see if that leads to anything. But yeah, my series will continue to be a mix of those various things going on in different styles. Like, sometimes it'll be more analysis, sometimes it'll be direct footage. It'll just continue as it is. Thank you very much, Thomas Bomber, for the 10 months. Appreciate it. The Arcadia line you missed in Arcadia American Psycho was such a shame. I know. I was depressed about that. I was not depressed, but I was a little bit miffed, I suppose, when I realised. If you've okay, Dual Monarchy series. Okay, I've actually told people this on many streams before. So all Amazoni does, all Amazoni wants to do is dismantle constructions. Okay, I'll let them do that. Fair enough, Amazoni. I'll give you a Wargo. Yeah. Okay, that's that. We now have all of the Odonia cores, and those are an Anglo-Lotharin people. Although they've all assimilated to English now, pretty much anyway, in this region. Isn't that funny? Like, all of Beornia is our main culture, right? But in this region, they're actually mostly English people who have assimilated to English, because they're also my accepted pot. And they are now number 6 great power. Right, so, I actually played a campaign as the Dual Monarchy one time. Tenki Warrior might have even been in that campaign. And he's here. It was a campaign in which I did really well and won in the early game. And dominated, and throughout the mid-game and stuff there was barely anything happening. It became quite boring, to be real with you. And the way that I won it in session 1 was like I managed to convince people to come on my side who really didn't necessarily have any interest in doing so, so it was like, yeah. Shall I colonize this? Yes. So I played as the Dual Monarchy and did really well. However, that doesn't mean that a DM series wouldn't be good if I sign up and play as them again, because maybe next time I play it there might be more of an epic back and forth which would give a good story and all that. Beornian Kuntensuyu. Oh, Beornia du Sud has so many unemployed people. They deleted their fucking factories. They deleted factories here. I swear. Would you consider yourself a master diplomat in MPs? No. The Batavia CB is long gone. That's fine, don't worry about them. I'm a great power anyway, I can resphere Batavia. I'm neutral, but yeah, I can resphere Batavia, don't worry. I need to resphere everything I used to have. I'm not that good at diplomacy in Vic 2, guys. Not that good. So that campaign where I played Dual Monarchy, Big Weevil actually made videos out of it. One Big Weevil, does anyone know the Big Weevil video? It's like something to do with Muscovy. I was the DM in that video from Weevil. I still haven't built any of my level 3 ports, so I cannot build the ironclads that I've just unlocked. That's sad. This massive region is just completely... they deleted, like I said, he deleted the factories. Nation ruining. We don't have the steel or cement to build anything there. Bloody brilliant. Bloody brilliant. What about Kuntensuyu? Well, that's sulfur, isn't it? So I'll make a gunpowder factory there. Of the names that a fan of your videos recognise, who are the best Vic 2 players? Oh, I don't know. That's too difficult a question. Yes, GuyFun69. I did a video about that on my main channel from another DoD fanfort campaign if you want more information. It's called... What's the video called again? Which DoD country would have the best football team, I think is the name of the video. That has all the answers. Right, let's deck on this country. By the way, the Doge, you're not paying attention. Yes, I triumphed over the bet. I did not lose a battle. I did not lose a battle. Is colonization about to happen? I think colonization's about to happen. And guess what? I've lost all my spherelings just in time for the scramble for Africa. Don't do a PPP on EU4 in your chan for fun. Story make fun of your audience again. Baraki, what are you even trying to say? 1880 already. Well, I need to colonize and then build myself up and kill the Dual Monarchy and get naval techs. I need fucking resources to upgrade my ports because these upgrades are not happening. I need cement and steel, and therefore I need coal, and I need the sphere stuff for that, and it's not happening. It is happening, but just slowly. I know, Brady. I know. Was there any African stuff that had more coal? Not really. Shona? Okay, that's it. I don't even have many colonial fucking points again because I'm behind on the Ironclads Navy. Because the economic... Everything comes back to these annoying economic issues. Well, this one here has coal, even though it's only 7k pops, so I'm going to prioritise colonising that. And it is pretty much the only thing I can colonise, so... Because I don't have points for anything else. Actually, I'll cancel my fucking colonisation there just to get something else in Africa. Best bet would be to... Actually, I will be able to colonise the inner Congo because no other country can reach that until they get the coast. So I'm able to get this inland stuff, as a matter of fact. I can colonise Equateur, and that has lead in it, which is good for bronze, even though bronze isn't that important, but... Okay, so there are some positives going on here. This one just... That's shitty pops. That is like 7k and 8k pops, so... Wait. Equateur, yeah, that's the one. Colonising that. That's good. I'll be able to get that. A 5 to 15 players from your community to do a game of EU4. I'm not playing EU4, sorry. John Wheatfield hosted an EU4 campaign recently, so like for people sort of in the community, I mean, you can join them if he's still hosting stuff. I don't want to play it. I think Batavia must be the highest priority to sphere then. We're about to get iron off of this country here. This one. Right, so where is the Scramble for Africa Casus Belli? That happens in this mod, doesn't it? If that doesn't happen in this mod and no one has corrected me on that, I'm going to kill chat again. Scramble for Africa Casus Belli against African nations, where you can take them for cheap infamy. That's in this mod, surely. Gandhi is colonising inland towards the Congo, so I've got to be careful of that. I'm getting away with this coastal colonisation. I think it's a bit later on. Okay. Scandi has 700 colonial power, so I don't have a chance. Need to re-encourage soldiers, because I lost like 1% of my soldier pops in that war against Lotharingia alone. Have any other creators besides Bokon and his minions wronged you? Yeah, there was a little dispute with this EU4 creator called Chewy. This was only a couple of weeks ago, so it's fresh and new and we can talk about it. Anyone know Chewy? Chewy something or other? He deeply, deeply wronged me. No, he didn't really. There's a big quantitative and qualitative difference between what Bill Cohen did and said versus this Chewy guy just making a little tiny jab on Twitter, which wasn't a big deal. Chewy, I think, yeah. Just that Twitter, this little, that was really silly stuff. That's not proper fucking drama. The Bill Cohen thing was deep and bad, but that's nothing. And, you know, all respect to that guy as a content creator and all that. It was just a tiny little dispute. I'm sure he doesn't care, and if I tell him that I have no hard feelings and all the best with his channel, then he probably wouldn't hear me because I'm just saying it on a random stream now, but I do mean that. You know, all the best to him. Just a little dumb Twitter argument. But Bo, on the other hand, can fuck off forever. Never forgive and forget that one. Are you out of the loop on that? Oh. Someone link the old the Reddit thread. Anyone got the direct link on their hands? I have to dredge this up again. Now, for the record, I was asked about this. But more recently, I suppose, Bill Cohen did a sponsored video about patch 1.5 where he came out going, yo, I'm sponsored. I need to work on an impression. I won't try and do an impression. I need to work on it in the mirror or something. But he praised patch 1.5, saying they're fixing the game. And it's very out of touch with what the actual community are saying in the Reddit, the fucking Paradox forums, the Steam reviews, which are all... Well, not all, no. Terrible, it's not all, but there's a lot, it's mixed. It is very, very mixed, a lot of people. So he's out of touch again, he did another shill sponsorship. That's more recent than dredging up the old fucking dispute. The thing is though, no one seems to actually care. I mean, in those shill videos, I see some people calling him a shill in his own comments and stuff, but at the end of the day, no one seems to really care that he will actively sell out and advertise for a shit broken product that when people actually play it. ISP's sponsored video was more nuanced and not just outright praise, but I don't think even ISP's sponsored video was very representative of what's actually happening with patch 1.5, and he kept saying that it did improve the game and all that. A lot of people in the Victory Reddit and Steam reviews have said that patch 1.5 actually makes the game worse. It definitely makes it worse in terms of performance. Mechanically it's debatable, but the performance of the game is worse. And where would you find that in those sponsored videos, you know? They don't say these things. Now, you can, on the one hand, you've got what they actually say in the sponsored videos, but what they say in the sponsored videos could be true. But you also have to remember that they could be omitting a lot. And lying by omission is another form of lying. It's not as obvious as directly lying, but just sort of tactically omitting certain things is also a manipulative way of doing stuff. And it's well known in advertising. It's 1880 and you still haven't formed England. What's going on? Listen, it's a late game project, okay? On the one hand, I do want to actually have a long campaign as well. I mean, what if I did it in 1837? I wouldn't even get a campaign out of it, okay? Give me time. But the main point about the ISP sponsored video was that if you watch the video and actually pay attention, he repeats himself numerous times. It's like at least 10 times in the video he says they're improving the game. He points this out, he says it again and again how they're improving the game. So Paradox got all they needed in terms of the sponsorship out of the ISP video. They don't need him to come out saying, oh my god, the game's actually fixed now, it's better. It's still in terms of advertising, it's a massive step up and winning ISP over from his first video. Like, that is a successful sponsorship, even though it still looks like he's criticising the game. He's upgraded his opinion from the first video, and he's now saying they're improving the game, even though that's highly debatable itself. And he just did one sort of boring playthrough on the USA where not much happened. He didn't really get into the nitty-gritty. I have a question for you, Baraki and Spudgun. It's part of the... But how are you asking yourself a question in the first person? Or the second person, I should say. Hello, Alpho. Glad to see that my community post does well. When they say improvement, they mean the military system. While the military system is improved from the previous version, it is still bad. It certainly is. But I've also seen people say that it's still actively broken and glitched and fucked in Steam reviews and on the Reddit, like the actual source of where the people are really playing the game. Beornia does seem a little bit flavourless in the gap between defeating Inca and reclaiming England. To be fair, you're right, but yeah. Yeah, there's a point to be made there, yeah. I'm not to say that I'm not still having great fun with it. I mean, look at the map that we have now painted in South America. It's beautiful. It's good. So, we just gained some more direct iron in our country. Does that improve anything in terms of making steel? Nope. It's coal that we're pretty much just lacking now. We actually have filled our iron gap. All the iron's going into the small arms, it's going into the artillery, it's going into the steel factories. So we have improved the iron. Patch notes looked good, sad to hear it was only good on paper. I mean, yeah, that's the thing. Yeah. That's a form of speech in French. When you mean serious and that guy doesn't get you serious, third person calling makes it more serious. Coal is new problem. No, coal's not a new problem. It's been a problem for years as well. But we're about to fix it if we sphere Batavia. No, I didn't say you were escalating odds. It's a true observation. And it's a little bit of room for improvement that they can do with the mod. It would be nice. So. Hey, we colonise! Way! Now, where do we go next? Okay. Scandinavia is now directly here. Oh, the DM is getting that bit. Okay. RGO. There's no more good RGOs here. Population density. Okay, in terms of population, Congo Oriental would be good to get. That's a huge region. And what I'm going to do, strategically, is compete with Scandinavia there, but only... No, wait, they're going for this region as well. I was going to say I would compete with them to prevent them from getting to Congo Oriental to stop me, which they might do. Aye, Alpha, yeah. I've been checking out more Victoria 2 mods single player lately. So where do we go? Where do we go? Ubangi Shari. Is that a good region? Has bronze. I mean copper, but there's a lot of pops in South Cameroon. But I can't beat the Dual Monarchy. Let's just play it safe and try and get Congo there. Just to make the map look fine. Right. So again, we're just building up the country. Taking down the Dual Monarchy will be no easy feat, so we need to really build up in preparation for that. And colonizing Africa is one of the ways we do that. Maybe we could go for the new Camelot, but we need to research regenerative furnaces and romanticism. Well, we can get that, and romanticism is just one tech. Might be fine. Your troops are called Mongs? Since when? I can't believe... Oh, it's canned food. Fucking canned food. Where's my canned food factories? Right. Defund the army and the navy for now. The artillery you just made. Where did I make it? Is there a place in... Are you referring to a province in Africa, probably? Oh, it's Mongol. Yeah, Mongol. Mongol. You know, it's a culture in Africa. Oh shit, the Dual Monarchy colonized that. Quickly. They might start competing with me. You have cons government with unemployed? Yeah. Why do I have unemployment? Well, I have unemployment because I can't build new factories because we have a complete deadlock of new goods being made. I mean, we have like a steel shortage and a cement shortage. Oh, what's this? The Latin Empire just fucking nationalized my goods, so I lost industry points when I made railroads in them. Are you planning to ally with another GP to beat up the M? Ah, the AI doesn't do that. The AI never fucking does that. For example, I've got 150 relations with Burgundy, and they have too many great power allies. Simple as. End of story. The AI will never ally you. Should be able to get Sokoto. I think we're close to sphering oil. We're getting there. Oh, the footy is starting. Oh, the England game. Stay here. Don't go and watch the football. No. Stay here and watch this. The AI can ally you if they fault the rebels. Yeah? Wait, what's this? Where's Guer Ake? Oh my god, we just got a coal province in Patagonia. The first ever coal province in the entire continent of South America, is it? Wow. The first coal province in the entirety of South America. We're not gonna get many pops there, but it's a start. But Spud, Albania, Faroe Islands is a must watch. I know, you're right, I can't argue with that, can I? Imagine playing for either the Faroe Islands or Albania and being in that game. How must it feel to be that sort of just obscure? Why am I getting so many rebels at this point? Fuck off. Fuck's sake. It's all these English people here, the Anglo-Lotharing are like English. I can make a state out of this? Yes. Absolutely. Right, is this Batavia being added? Nope, they're just being increased to friendly. Fair point, Bolton. Let's get people migrating. Let's see if it works. Wait, we can do colonial migration. Migrants are 200% more likely to choose this state. Ah, colonial migration. Yeah, colonial migration would be better than immigration. Oh my god, Scandi's competing. It's over. Fuck. We've lost it all. We can have a pop check up and running on that coal province if you want, guys. Let's make a pop check. So let's see the starting point. The pop check is we write the amount of pops it has now and keep checking in on it to see how much it's changed. So there we go. Right, it's 982 pops, 0% Beornian. Let's see if that changes going forward, okay? Let's make a channel point prediction about this, right? It's got 982 pops right now. What could it be? What shall we do? Shall I say, will it have 1,000 pops by the end of the year? How much is the pop growth rate here? 0.1? 982 plus 0.1%? Will the natural pop growth increase it to 1,000 on its own? And that's every month. What would be a reasonable point to place the channel point prediction to see if the migration works? For the end of the year, 1882. Okay, make it 1k. People will bet either way, so I don't know what's going to happen personally. It might stay completely stagnant, or it might get migration, or the pops might naturally grow. So the channel point prediction will be, will Guer Aike have 1,000 pops by 1882? And that will be January 1st. Give people a minute to bet on that. And while we're waiting for the bet to happen, subscribe to the channel to get your North FC emote and to trigger a North FC alert. Donate to the channel with the tip link. Drop a wee pound or two to get your text-to-speech message out, and if you want to ask a question that I will guaranteed answer, then that's the best way to do it. And yeah, keep supporting the channel. Keep the grind going. Thank you, everyone. Get betting on the prediction, everyone. Get one step closer to 1 million. Oh, I unpaused. Yeah, that's fine. People are doing more references to the Argentinian man. Beornia doesn't need that kind of person, because Beornia would never become a basket case country to begin with, like Argentina did in real life. No offense. We finally got our warship. We got an ironclad, lads. Where did it land? Where'd my ironclad go? Where's my ironclad? It's down here. It's quite close to Guer Aike, actually, which has not grown in like a month. I would bet on yes, but mobile Twitch UI is broken. Spanish Civil War. This is the country that superseded me in Great Power Stats before. And they always break out into civil war in this mod. They're a basket case. The Dual Monarchy has a bit of Morocco. Is it time to go in on Spain? Even Scandinavia is at war with these clowns. Is it time to go in on Spain and attack them and take this viceroyalty? This viceroyalty is tougher than actual Spain, probably. I do need to build up more of a navy, I guess, before I do anything. Which, again, I've been locked on not being able to construct this naval base for fucking years because of a lack of steel and cement. Great, thank you, cool. Because I dropped out of great power status like 5 years ago. Ruined my game. There would be a fucking argument. I should have just increased my prestige to not drop out of GP status. You know? We have to go through all this bullshit. That set me back like 10 years. Roughly. You know. Guessing. Making up. Completely making up a stat. Encircled by Reb. Hugh Grant is dead! Oh my god! No! Fucking hell, how could this happen? Alright, we've got live football scores. North Macedonia 0, England 0. Ukraine 0, Italy 0. Albania 0, Faroe Islands 0. Czech Republic 0, Moldova 0. Northern Ireland 0, Denmark 0. San Marino 0, Finland 0. Slovenia 0, Kazakhstan 0. Great football scores coming in. Edge of your seat action. So far. Can we get an F and a salute in the chat for Hugh Grant? Let me know if Ukraine and Moldova win. What are you, Transnistrian? Living right between them. There is a fucking salute emote, guys! I think it's a sub only, I don't know. How could you not be using it? That's what it's for. Use a sub, use the emote. Is it a follower emote or a sub emote? Hello? Where's the emote? Well, come on, guys. There you go. Is the stream over? I just got here. It's basically over now that Hugh Grant's dead. You might as well just give up here. No, it's not over. I'll still be going for like another hour and a half. Maybe 2 hours. Someone can give Will an update, a plot summary. Right, where were we? We're killing loads of rebels. That's what we were doing. And my org is low because my army was not funded at the time, so I'm kind of losing some battles, but it's fine. If these rebels want to give their own homeland the war-torn modifier, then they can be my guest. If they want to kill their own pop growth. DM United would actually be a good name for the team because it kind of shows that it shows them being united when they are a nation with some conflicting people. As for next tech to get, frankly, we need some like industrial tech. Let's get regenerative furnaces so that I can get that upgrade to New Camelot. Let's see if we can sphere the messy empire. Cordial. I think this was the army that Hugh Grant was on when he died to these rebels. These fucking rebels killed him, lads. These rebels killed him. Me trying to find if I have anything above a +1 attack. Here we go. Do people watch cricket in the UK? Yeah, they do. Not me. But yeah, people do. Yaroslavl is the World's Fair. That's Yaroslavl is the capital of Russia, who is at war and dying to Hungary? They're dying to Hungary, Scandinavia, Finland, and Latin Empire, and China. China as well, fucking hell. China, which is not cived. I will not be able to take on Spain if I barely am able to take on these rebels, you know. Let's keep my army funded. Permanent. The existence of Beornia is such a sick joke to me as an Argentinian. Well, yep, I suppose it would be. China cived? They didn't civ. I just said that. The Dual Monarchy has directly taken land in their own Syria. Oh, and Burgundy took that Punjab that they released from Afghanistan, and all of Afghanistan is gone. Persia took it. Right, I've gotten this colony now, so I've taken a nice group of colonies here. Is there anything else to go for? I can sneak into Togo there, no one else is taking it. We have serious soldier pop issues in this fucking country. Just, like, a maximum of about 50 brigades is not very good. How can we take on the Dual Monarchy's 175, you know? Pop check, it's not quite up. The pop check, it is absolutely stagnant, and this immigration focus is barely working. There are more Beornian people in the northern provinces because the events, the way this worked was that it started to colonize these one by event manually all the way down south. So the further north it is, the longer I've had it, so more people have moved into it. Yeah, people are going to lose their cans. Yeah. It's not looking good for the people voting for that going over 1,000 pops. That has not grown at all. Population has not moved. Escalating odds has actually voted no. He will win big. Subscribe to the channel and donate. Jump scare. Boom. Give a tip link. Give the tip link. Boom. Jump scare. So maybe it's 1885 that the actual scramble properly starts, where you can actually inherit the African countries. Yeah, it is a very good view count today, and you know what? It's a Monday as well. So thanks for tuning in, everyone. I appreciate you all being here very much. I hope you'll also join me for Lethal Company tomorrow at the same time. Will you? I hope to see you all there for that. Pie Chucker and maybe other people. Ladoge, do you want to join Lethal Company? You want to play that with us? Thanksgiving. Oh, is it a Thanksgiving break in America, is it? Well, happy Thanksgiving to the Americans. I got to hear it, Will. It's fun, isn't it? Only reason I'm here is a YouTube community post. Well, it worked then, didn't it? It worked. I put out a YouTube community post for most of my streams, and then I delete them when the stream's done so that people don't see it and click on it and go, oh, he's not streaming. So I delete them. The short-term sort of stream advertising ones. I don't have the game. Well, I can gift it to you, mate. Or, it's very cheap. But it's up to you. I was just inviting you because I think you would be a good person to play with. The person who made Lethal Company is a furry, did you know that? It's made by one person, solo game. One man project. Or one man, I don't know. One dog project, fuck knows, eh? Great game though. It's a great phenomenon, isn't it? Every now and again, a game comes along. It's usually got a very simple premise. It's sort of indie, early access. It's got a very good gameplay loop and all that. First it was Among Us. Now it's Lethal Company's kind of blowing up. And I really enjoyed playing it when I first played it with PieChucker. I tried, like I said, it was on Sunday. I tried to do a stream, but there were technical issues, so I cancelled the stream, but I played off stream with PieChucker, recorded it, and I made some highlights which I put on the archive channel. Do Brits celebrate Thanksgiving? No. Stardew Valley, Undertale 2. I guess, oh, fucking mutinies in the army, mate. Why? That mechanic should be removed immediately from this fucking game. I'm barely struggling to keep up Soldier Pops, you know? The fuck is that? Oh yes, it's time to check the province. It did not move at all. That is a win for the no voters. And that is a loss for the mechanic of the colonial migration fucking national focus. That did not work. When do you eat your turkeys then? Christmas? Goodbye to that fucking national focus. Useless. Looks like I'm getting a lot of immigration at the moment though, which is good. That's very good. Very good immigration coming in actually. Over 2k. That's excellent. That should help in the upcoming fight. That's true, Guy Fun. Yep, that's true. Oh, you bought the game, Ladoge. Alright. You will be playing with us. Get ready. Tomorrow. Weevil also told me he is interested in playing it. What time tomorrow? Oh, I'll stream it around the same time that I started this stream, so like a couple hours ago. Evening time. Evening. So how about that as a four-man, right? Me, PieChucker, Ladoge, and Big Weevil. I don't think Ladoge and Weevil have met before. But I think Weevil has met PieChucker. You know what? Maybe we'll get Big Weevil to make the highlights video out of it. So I can use my time on editing Vic 2. Because it's not like Big Weevil edits Vic 2. He hasn't uploaded for ages. But the other thing about Lethal Company that makes it similar to Among Us is of course the space theme. So it's like another viral sort of up and coming space themed game where people play as crewmates. By the way, something I only noticed when I looked at the editing and the highlights video that I made from the session was, you know, when we got attacked by spiders in the last scene? Those spiders were actually visibly on the, like hiding on the wall, but we just didn't see them and we walked up to it and it attacked us, so they're actually avoidable. They're actually visible on the wall. Pie-Chucker said it came out of the wall. He said he didn't see it, but when you watch the footage, and that's what makes it even creepier, to be honest. Like, at the time we had no idea what happened. We thought it just came out of absolutely nowhere. But when we look back at the footage, it's literally waiting on the wall for us to walk past it. I know, Will, I know. It was just me and Pie-Chucker's first time and we were just playing it together. We'll have someone on the cams tomorrow. The other really promising thing about the game, Lethal Company, is that it's like the developer, the lone furry, is going to be actively developing it and stuff. So there will be it could be a really good game where there's loads of new stuff added and it gets deeper. And that, you know, that uncertain factor, because at a certain point when you play over and over again, people are going to be getting to really know the game and knowing every creature and knowing everything you have to do, so people will be getting really good. But if there's a developer actively adding stuff all the time, then it'll constantly be pushing that so that there's always new stuff, hopefully. That'll make the game really good and constantly getting better. I mean, I checked the developer and he's putting out patches, he's added stuff. He or she or whatever, you know, a dog. What's the pronoun for a fucking dog? I don't know. Fee for furry? FIFA? Speaking of that, football scores. Have we got any updates? The Czech Republic have scored against Moldova. It's 1-0. That is a goal by Dudera. That is your football update. That is the only goal that has been scored. We're now about 25 minutes into these games. Maybe it is the pronoun, but we don't even call dogs it, do we? We don't call dogs it. So that would be wrong. Alright, we cheekily grabbed the Togo colony. The AI for some reason didn't colonize that. So that's a nice little bonus. Another port, and some fish, and some coffee. Oh my god, oil? Is oil invading? Africa has erupted into war. Hopefully I'll just inherit them anyway. Moldovan football team's got to be consisted of like 8 unemployed men and 3 mercenaries from Brazil who want to play internationally. You're probably not wrong. Alright, let's get romanticism. It's a pointless tech, but am I upgrading my fucking ports yet? Oh my god, it's so over. We still don't have steel and cement after fucking spearing Batavia. What the fuck? I don't have enough steel. I need to upgrade my steel production, I guess. This is fucked. Make a steel factory in Land's End, I guess. Oh god, we don't have enough steel. But I am producing. Okay, let's put the workers into that and upgrade it. Shit. We're so far behind. That dropping out of great power set us back 10 years, and I don't even think that's an exaggeration. Don't you need workers for the factories? Well, this one here won't have a problem, right? Avalon, because that's one of my most populated states. I'll encourage craftsmen, and I'll close the bronze factory as well. Fuck it. Or actually, I won't destroy it or delete it. I'll empty the workers out when I upgrade, though. But we need steel and cement to even upgrade our factories in the first place, which we don't have, so we're at a complete economic deadlock. I do have a fucking cement factory, though, but it's not enough. The coal is pumping into it. I'll tell you what. What could be happening right now is that the coal we're getting from Batavia, like into the cement, it might be slowly filtering through the economy and upgrading all the things that were queued. It might be working, but it will take time to filter through and fix the economy. That's a good invention. I do have a cement factory upgrading here, so I will encourage craftsmen. And this is one of my most popular states now, from fucking Lotharingia. Otherwise, the best way to get industry for me is going to be to conquer other people's industry. Not going to lie. Don't build a glass factory there, fucking build a cement factory. Darfur, that will help my industry. Darfur is going to be the key to all of this. Georgia is the key to all of this. Who said that, chat? Come on, a little bit of trivia. What's that from? Congo? Well, it's better than nothing. What's that great power that just starts fearing something? Oh, Arcadia. Oh, shit. Oh. Of course they won't be my ally. That's Arcadia. Why is chat so dead? Why is chat so dead? It is literally the deadest chat I've ever seen. Per viewer. The viewer count is high, but the chat is so dead. I don't know what to make of that. Are all the Americans watching my stream while eating fucking Thanksgiving dinner? I mean, it's early in the day in America, isn't it? Are you just sitting at the dinner table? Like, looking at your phone under the table, pretending to eat and talk to your family? Dude, let us chill? Oh, come on! I don't mean that everyone has to start fucking constantly chatting, but the chat at the same time can't be dead. I'm looking for a middle ground here. I'm looking for the middle ground between a dead chat and everyone in the chat. I don't expect everyone to talk, come on. It's not as if I'm sitting here silent waiting for chat to talk. I'm asking questions, I'm talking, I'm fucking narrating the gameplay. I pour my heart into these streams, you know. How about, if you don't want to chat, drop a wee tip here. I came for obnoxious English football hooligan memes to cover the screen. I'm deeply disappointed. Well, that's because no one's subbing. There's a very obnoxious football hooligan meme, but it requires people to sub. Here's a question for you, Spud. Blonde or brown beer? Blonde. I don't like brown beer at all. I love blonde beer, ate brown beer. Not racist though. I'm not racist though. I'm talking about beer, not people. Not racist. Not racist though. Another army fucking mutiny there. Nice. Love it. Oh, absolutely adore that. Looks like I have to build more troops to upgrade my sacks to being full 30k sacks again, lads. Are people watching the football? That's what it is. Do we have any more goals? No. What a boring set of international games that is. I mean, Jesus Christ. If you're some completely irrelevant team, at least make it interesting so that people want to watch and engage. But if you're an irrelevant team and boring as fucking shit, then no one's gonna care about you. Not scoring anything. I prefer blonde, but a good old Bavarian brown beer goes down just as easy. In what many are calling one of the games to be taking place today. Is that a fucking Alan Partridge from the Day Today quote, or just some general shit? But Januke said he removed Army Mutiny. I don't remember him saying that. I mean, it's a fundamental game mechanic in Vic 2. When I complain about that, I'm not really complaining about the mod. Oh, is Mitchell and Webb? Oh, yeah. Oh, well, we can watch and react to that. Let's get the football memes back and watch that one, shall we? Let's engage the stream a bit more by reacting to some old TV content.
Tomorrow night.
Oh fuck, I just closed the fucking window. Shit! Bear with me a sec. Remember in base Victoria you could put army units in the provinces you colonized to speed it up? Yeah, that was yeah, no, that was base game? No, yeah, that was base game. Wait, was it? Fuck, I can't remember. Heart of Darkness gave us the modern colonization system that's been in the game now. But previously, either it was vanilla or Heart of Dark or House Divided, where colonization was completely different. If House Divided changed colonization, then what was it in the complete base game? Because all I remember is two different systems.
Tomorrow night on Sky.
Yeah, you used national focuses, that's right, yeah. Okay. Let's watch. Everyone sit down and watch this. This is important British culture.
Tomorrow night on Sky Sports 4, it's the clash of the South Coast as the irresistible force of Portsmouth meet the immovable object of Southampton in a clash that's going to go down in history as one of the many football matches that are happening this weekend.
That's the quote that RFC or whatever gave us in the chat there. Very important quote. Listen to that again.
In a clash that's going to go down in history as one of the many football matches that are happening this weekend. Meanwhile, there are...
I fucking love this, right? Because it just it takes the piss out of the hype of football. The constant week in, week out football, it's all happening, and you don't ever really remember these games. They're just, it's slop really. But it's such a big, it's got so much money and advertising and shit behind it.
There are old scores to be settled at the Dell.
I don't allow any information to go through on this browser, Will. I open up a specific account that doesn't have any info. There you go.
Scores like 1-0 and 2-2 that have happened in previous years. Who will win this time between Sunderland and Blackburn? Then on Sunday, live, the battle for the Northwest at Shrewsbury meet Macclesfield in a match already being described as on this Sunday. Coming up midweek, the Giants of Charlton play host to the Titans of Ipswich, making them both seem normal-sized. Then Tottenham play Bolton for the second time this season to see who'll...
Tottenham play Bolton. Is Mr. Bolton still here? Tottenham are playing you.
Win that. Also, Manchester United return to Aston Villa for a game of football to determine the victors for this year at least, and indeed at most. Looking ahead to March, every football team will be playing football several times and in various combinations. And you can catch all of that football here, where we'll be showing all the football all the time. Catch all of the constantly happening football here. It's all here and it's all football always. It is impossible to keep track of all the football, but your best chance is here. Thousands and thousands of hours of football, each more climactic than the last. Constant, dizzying, 24-hour, year-long, endless football. Every kick of it massively mattering to someone, presumably. Watch it all here, all the time, forever. It will never stop. The football is officially going on forever. It will never be finally decided who has won the football. There is still everything to play for, and forever to play it in. So that's the football. Coming up, watch it, watch the football, watch it, it's gonna move, watch the football, it's football!
Right, for the Americans in the chat, right, and you don't know, that's not an actual advert, that's from a sketch show. It's taking the piss out of football, in case you don't know, right? That's not an actual advert for a football show. That's a very middle-class person called David Mitchell taking the piss out of working-class people. So what else did we sphere here? Cannon Bornu. I don't care that they're all fucking destroying each other in a war. I will spear them. Mossy Empire. Oh, no, fucking hell. The Dual Monarchy's gone in on the Mossy Empire. Oh my god, look at the DM. They've got so much. I've got to take this country down somehow. And they're still outgrowing me and outscaling me. Fuck, it's over. Planning the new Camelot. There you go. Easy. Now what? We do need more naval tech to ultimately win this naval. It's so fucking over how we can't even upgrade our ports. It's so over. Yeah, you're right. It's not taking the piss out of football directly. It's taking the piss out of like the culture of football and football viewing and TV. Mainly TV football. And advertising football, and it's taking the piss out of just how these TV companies try to advertise football even though it's really the same thing all the time. They're trying to make it sound fresh and exciting even though it's just the same shit. And you forget, you know. Metropolism, yeah. Well, I don't know anything about that political situation in Argentina, but I don't know, something else funny to watch in the news. Can't complain. Where's the scramble for Africa Cass's belly? Is the Dual Monarchy getting it? Are they? I think that's actually a manual conquest by the Dual Monarchy. Justification? I don't. Have any feeling for rugby? Oh, it's okay. It's fine. Might like to quite watch a game now and again. Argentina should try conquering other bits of South America, but not the Falkland Islands. I mean, think about it, right? Those other bits of South America are culturally similar, they speak the same language, they would be happier than the Falkland Islanders would be, wouldn't they? That's right, escalating odds, exactly. Burgundy has a Guzin war. By the way, I forgot to mention this, but the Guzin thing has been explained. Someone explained it to me, and other people also explained it in the comments on the previous VOD. This is a word that comes from French that means like beggar or something, and it's related to a group of Dutch privateers and pirates and stuff, and things like that, and sailors. It's not farmer. No, it's slightly different. England are... Wait. England are losing? That's cap. It's still 0-0 in all those football games apart from Czech Republic 1, Moldova 0. And what the fuck are you talking about? They are? I'm refreshing my scores. Have Macedonia scored? Oh, they have. North Macedonia have actually scored. Oh, it was a penalty. It was a penalty. It was a penalty, and according to the coverage, the goalkeeper saved the penalty, and then maybe the goal, they scored it on the rebound, I think. I wouldn't know, I'm not watching it, but I'm seeing a like live coverage feed on the BBC Sports. They didn't update the fucking score on the main fucking scores page. They still haven't updated the score on the main page. The fuck? When we were, you know, we're talking about how boring and shit football is. The least you can do is give us accurate scores. It's not rocket science. How on earth are we going to beat the DM though? Really? How are we going to do it? Okay, I have an idea actually. Hear me out. Let's take Galicia in Spain. That's a great staging ground. It's a tiny little 2-province thing in Europe near the Dual Monarchy, but not actually linked to it, so they can't invade it directly. Hear me out. That's our staging ground, okay? What do you think of that idea, chat? What do you think of the Galicia plan? Downside of the plan is I need to transport troops. My transports are actually intact. I can do it. It's a low-scoring game. To be fair to football, the amount of goals scored in football, the level of goals, makes it an exciting game in that regard. It's a well-paced game in terms of the length and the amount of things that can happen. It does hit a sweet spot in there for viewing. And I think everyone can see that. Compared to shit like cricket, where God knows what's happening, it takes days to get through a game. Right? It does hit that sweet spot, and that's why it's so popular. Let's go there for a start. Wait, that's probably even, I don't know, farther away. And maybe when I get land in Europe, European AI might be likely to actually want to interact with me and maybe make a cheeky little tiny alliance somewhere, I dare say. The problem is that there's a maximum of one great power ally thingy. And, you know, all the AI managed to find their one ally and stick to it. And that's it. You can barely even get in there at all. Okay, there is something very strange about my justifications for war. I have gotten like 3 straight annex justifications for 22 infamy, but not taken a hit. What's up with that? My justification times are really quick. Yeah, the conquests are only taking 54 days. And I'm getting them for 0 infamy. That's mental. I should probably attack whoever wins the Spanish Civil War as well, I guess. I've got to probably take them down while they're weak. It would make a lot of sense. But that Quito, that Viceroyalty is more of a threat than actual Spain. Alright, hopefully in 1885 I can actually annex. Oh, the Mossy Empire was sort of beating the DM a little bit, but they won't peace out. Is my industry being constructed? It sort of is. Look, how is it fucking possible that I have coal shortages and iron shortages still? It's just fucking impossible, mate. It's taken me decades to get a reasonable amount of coal to supply my industry. Fuck me. What more can I do than Sphere Batavia? I have so much coal. Should I join this war against Burgundy? Take something from them? 210 brigades, 94 ships. No, I don't think I really can. Shouldn't do that. You do have coal mines. No, we've been over that. I think I've been over that about 50 million times. This coal province has lost 2 pops. It's over. In fact, the only hope I think I have for this region is to try and make it a state now. And then just get normal migration into it. Like normal pop movement. Tech-wise though, we'll get, I don't know, it's sphere tech and some more money. You didn't solve it? Well, we'll try and find a way to solve it. And maybe direct expansion into Spain will be the way to solve it for me. Oh my god, it's so fucking over. Look at all the rebels. 49 brigades of Quechua Patriots ready. I'm just gonna get bogged down and losing so many soldier pops to rebels that I don't have a chance, mate. Oh, so fucked. So fucked. Every little bit of non-accepted land I conquer is gonna erupt into rebels like it's fucking EU4 or something. And I can't even use harsh treatment on the buggers. People are close to wanting a reform, but not enough. Another problem is that some countries are randomly locked on minus 195 relations and that the relations can never go up, and I can never ally them. That happens a lot. I mean, we've had past wars with Scandi, but we don't have any reason to be hostile now. EU4 is relatively easy to control rebels. No, my point is, though, in EU4, no matter what you really do, if you conquer new land that's not your accepted, they will start rebelling, okay? It's like a guaranteed thing. Now you could probably deal with it, you can use harsh treatment or something, you can put troops in the province, you can decentralise, whatever, there's all sorts of things you can do in EU4. But it's a constant thing that you deal with in that game. The main thing is to get military access in Scandi and get gas attack. Yeah, you're right, but I mean, I'm going to try upgrading relations to Scandi now. I'll try that. I don't think we'll ever get Burgundy, so I'm going to try Scandi. Can EU4 players please don't actually me? Please don't actually me. Okay? Focus your attention on making sure EU5 doesn't fuck you over, instead of actuallying me. Yeah, we're gonna do this, thanks Metro. We'll only do it if we get subs and donations though. People have been very light on the tips lately, you know. Doing my tax returns for the last fucking year, I've seen people used to donate a lot more. Have they announced EU5? It's rumoured that they're working on it. Alright, we've got a staging ground, and this place will also probably get rebels pretty soon. Cool. We can build some troops here. We can build 2 brigades to upgrade my army massively. It's a start. Now we can make a state there. Nice. All they have is tropical wood. So I don't really know what kind of factory they'd like. Galicia? How come there's never any factories in these damn places? Fish? Well, there can be canned food here then. That's one of the constituent goods of canned food. This steel factory is upgraded, so let's tip the workers into it out of the bronze factory. Move in there, move in there. Alright, I'm producing more steel. Surely that'll help me produce the factories that require steel, right? Come on. We've got this. We're building another steel factory in Land's End. We're going places. Yeah. Do not upgrade Colonial Falkland Lines. Also, my level 3 ports that I need to make a remotely functioning navy, again, just fucking steel. Doesn't help when you don't have any... I still don't consider myself as actually having coal. I don't consider this coal. 980 pops, isn't even enough. It's producing 0.3. That's absolute fucking shite. Does Galicia have coal? God, no. Which part of Spain does have coal? Oh, a bit next to me, actually. Oh, Castile is permanently independent. Okay. Spain lives, but they still have this dominion down here, which is very strong. Okay, we might have a chance to expand more into Spain. We'll take Leon Castilla. Their only ally is that Viceroyalty. They're locked on high war exhaustion. This is my chance, right? I've got to make this move. They've got 53 brigades though, which is a lot, and I have to take more over to Spain. Fuck. Some of their brigades might be hidden away in colonies. Maybe. So maybe there's a chance they do, but then they'll also mobilize. So I need to... Oh shit, this is a tough one in terms of the strategy for this war. Also having to fight this Viceroyalty. I could start sphering the Viceroyalty to take it out of fucking Spanish puppethood, maybe. But, even that's difficult. You're gonna have canned food as well. Actually, fruit doesn't go into canned food. What can they have? What does fruit go into? Winery. Liquor. Okay. Metro, what have I been doing for the past 20 years? I have been doing that, Metro. I have a couple of feelings already. We're coming up to 1885. Improve relations. Do I also need to improve relations with them? But we should also get, before 1885, we should also be able to get Cannon Bornu. And we might be able to get away with cheekily swiping the Mossi Empire away from the DM before they can conquer it, if that will work. Okay, here's what actually might be more viable at this point. Actually attacking Castile instead. That makes a lot more sense. They have Granada, they have really good RGOs down in Granada, but maybe instead of directly conquering these lands, we can release Granada as a sphere, or we could just puppet Castile. Oh, that sounds a lot better, to be honest. Just absolutely just puppet that. We'll technically have Gibraltar under our command, right? It won't be like owned by us, but yeah, that's a much better option. They do have coal as well. It will be my sphere instead of direct conquer. That's a very smart option to do, in my opinion. I'm going to do it. Puppet them. Infamy has become a non-question because apparently I just don't take... Oh fuck, right off! How does that just happen? They were independent! Fuck this so much. Oh my god. Right, here's what I can do. I can attack Spain. My casus bellis will be to release shit from it. But I will not be able to hold Galicia, so I'll just pull my men out of it. But I will focus on South America, beat Granada. They don't have a navy. I can then invade them on the mainland later. Hold mountains against them. Jesus, yeah, I mean, yeah, I know it was... Okay. I know what really happened. It doesn't make it any less painful for me, though. I feel a sense of urgency, you know? It's getting late in the game. But, you know, it's fine. We can be calm. We can be calm. I'm also going to try and sphere the Panama thing. No, that's not going to happen. The other great powers are doing that. Wait, no, that's Congo. Here I was thinking I was getting allied by Burgundy for a second. No, of course not. Of course not. Market structure's a good tech. Let's upgrade the railroads. Lack of cement, lack of steel, still. Because of a lack of coal. And Nagoya has crazy pops. Yeah, I noticed they had 14 brigades, which seemed a little bit high. We will also get Congo here, that's good. We can look at the sphere mode. And we can see that we are going to inherit quite a bit of Africa here from the sphering we've done. But unfortunately, so is the Dual Monarchy. The Dual Monarchy is going to get Ethiopia. They already have it. Shit. Arcadia might get some. There is a point in the game where the One Great Power Alliance limit no longer applies to the AI. I could use that to my advantage. Right, let's take down the Spanish Empire in America. Once and for all. And leave some troops behind in case of rebels. Yeah, that will happen. There's some massive amounts of rebels standing by. I can mobilize and use them as rebel hunters. Perhaps. Okay, you come down here. Tough game, tough game. Where are the damn fucking... Come on! I was looking at my tax return upcoming thing, and I see I used to get a lot more donations on these streams. What happened? What happened? It's not as if the economy's gotten any fucking worse. It was always shit. The economy was always shite. Wait, okay, wait. No, wait. Should I just try and sphere this Dominion instead and keep it out of the war? Fuck, so many tough decisions to make. And chat doesn't give me any feedback on them. You don't raise... Sometimes you do, but I'm speaking to myself. I'm speaking to myself. Chat's dead. No subs donations. It's over. I'm cancelling my whole career. It's over. It's done. Right, Sphere Cannon Bornu. That's another really nice 540k chunk of pops that we should inherit in 1850. 1885. I don't think it would keep it out of the war because it's a puppet. It would keep it out of the war, but I'm also looking to get that event where I can take it out of their puppet status. But will that work on a Dominion? I don't know. Who knows anything? And damn, we've got the annoying screaming song on again. I'll try sphering it before I go in on them. Yep. Wait, in the meantime, we could do another war on Lotharingia. No, the truce still hasn't ended. I thought we'd... No, the truce does end. Few months, maybe. I say don't sphere, it'll be easier to get ticking and you can defense from the mountains. Think it over. There isn't really any ticking war score we can get on that. Ah, yeah, sphering is a waste. I can use my sphere points better elsewhere. I mean, I think I've actually used them a lot. There isn't really anything else to sphere, actually. Maybe one of these. Not be connected to me. Thank you very much, that Moth Prophet, for the new tier 1 sub. There you go. Here, take my money, stop yelling at me. Look, if it's a method that works, I've got to do it. Beornia, Batavia's losing. The other method of just playing and the method of occasionally advertising it, the method of providing entertaining content isn't working. So you're leaving me with no option but to just shout at you. Now, up with the relations with Scandi. Spain. Oh, wait, what? Again. The alliance with Amazonia is gone because the DMs feared it. That is fucking doomer as fuck. Like, you can't ever maintain allies in this fucking game. There we go. Thank you, Doomlord, for the gifted sub. He's gifted a sub to
D00ML0RD, the one gifted a tier 1 sub to Pchucker_.
Pchucker_. This text-to-speech doesn't even know the word pie. So now we've even lost the Amazonosphere. Maybe I can take that out of the Dual Monarchy. But that's a project that would take probably about 10 years. Again. It's all so slow. Everything takes 10 years to do. Galicia is my most populous state. It's so over. That's my most populous state. Do we have Galician nationalists? We have Portuguese national... I need to station troops there, or else I'll lose it to rebels. It's so over. We're finished. Look, yeah. The only thing I can think of doing is actually attacking that fucking Spain now. I'm going to do it. We got a 3 defense, David Ragland. I'm going to use that 3 defense immediately at the start of this war. And you all know exactly what I'm going to do here. You all know. See this province here? It's a mountain. See that? It's a 39k stack. You know what's going to happen. The AI keeps fucking me over, so I'm going to give it a taste of its own medicine a little bit and fuck it over. There we go. That's some nice researches. My coal and my iron production that I do have is getting better. Do you think I can blockade Spain? Nah, my navy will die of attrition. Even with Galicia. Which is a level 3 port. As a staging ground against the Dual Monarchy, that is very good. It's going to give me full, like, naval access. Batavia is now out of my sphere. For no reason. That's just what happens in this game from time to time. You lose allies for no reason, and you lose sphere links for no reason. Just keeps happening. Yeah, nice. So that's half my coal gone. Cool, thank you game. Canned food shortages. Canned food, iron, steel, coal. It's all the same bullshit. Give this country some fucking resources, please. I'm serious. We've got nothing. My canned food factory is producing 0 canned food because of no steel, I guess. It's almost unplayable out here in this country. In terms of coal, we have no coal. Yeah. What? Is that a quote from something? Or... Come on, Beornia, get some fucking coal. We don't have any Zenmos gems on this stream either. We're missing out on gems. Someone is trying to sphere Darfur from me, so that's nice. Increasing my influence in Amazonia has triggered the Dual Monarchy AI to start increasing its own points there, as the AI always does. We have to use the stop and start method. Despicable Me. Ah, right, Bolton, yeah, you must have watched that, yeah. Right, in terms of money, we have no... That's a good one, right. Got you. Scandi is trying to sphere Congo. Yes, that's it. Thank you very much, Braham, for the Prime. We're in a hype train for 20 more seconds. Now's the time. Give some bits. Anyone got some spare bits lying around? It's a hype train. Now, will I get the Scramble for Africa? Gonna try and host a DoD game. What mod should I use? Oh god, tough question. Oh fuck. There's at least 5 different active DoD multiplayer mods out there. Thank you, Orange Juice, for the 5 bits. There you go. Not enough to trigger an alert, but still. Appreciated. Go to my Discord and go in the modding section and go to multiplayer mods and hit the tag DoD to see what I have there. Divergences After Darkness is a good one. Fanboy DoD, aka Potat's one, is good, but it's not going to be actively developed now because the Potat the mod maker is inactive, I believe. The DAD, Divergences After Darkness, the mod maker for that is still around. And there is also Zombie DoD. Zombie is also contactable to get some information and ask him about the mod. Divergences After Darkness is Sir Buddy Guy. You can find him around somewhere if you want to know about the mod. And if you do need to advertise for players for your upcoming DoD game, feel free to just ask in my Discord. If you're making a new server, you can get a free advertising slot on the multiplayer servers list. If you want to ask for players, just ask in the map game general chat anytime you like. The general rule of thumb on my Discord is there's an anti-advertising rule, of course, but if you're advertising stuff to do with Victoria 2, like a mod or a multiplayer campaign, you can just do that anytime, anywhere you like. No problems. Generally. There are exceptions to that rule if there are problems, but it's, you know, I'm not going to ban you for advertising something I didn't actually want you to, I'll just let you know. Unless it's like, of course, you know, the things that are banned are advertising like, you know, I don't know, anything that's not directly related to Victoria 2 stuff that I would accept, like a Discord server that you own or something that isn't related to Vic 2. Should I learn how to play Vic 2? Well, that's up to you, mate. It'll take up a lot of your time, but if you're looking for something to kill time in your free time and you don't already have enough things, then why not? It's a good way, it's enjoyable. Will we get the Scramble for Africa things while I'm at war? That was the question I asked. I don't know. I think the Mossy Empire might survive long enough for me to get them in 1885. I am going to wait for 1885 and the Scramble for Africa before I do this war. More army mutinies. No, that's my normal rebels. Thank fuck. So I shouldn't advertise Iron Brew. Well, look. I know you're joking, but just to explain how the rule works. If you're actually trying to advertise Iron Brew and you're being paid to do so, then no. But if you want to tell people, oh, I like Iron Brew, and you're just trying to make some chatter in the general chat, then that's fine. I know you're not really asking seriously, but people should know how things work. Well, what's the upcoming massive rebellion I've got? Quechua Patriots, of course. If this is an HPM based mod, you won't get war goals because you're not European. If that's the case, I'm going to kill myself live on... I'm joking. But if that's the case, it is pretty worthy of offing oneself at this point in this campaign. Because I've been banking on that the whole game. And people told me to, but no, surely it'll work. It will work. Steiner's HPM African Nation Inheritance will come through for me. If that is actually the case, Bolton, then I would seriously consider fucking change owning all of these provinces to me. We can get the industrial upgrade of 1885. That's really good for us. I haven't been paying attention, but we've been making ridiculous amounts of money lately. So I can lower my taxes. And that might actually help with the rebel stuff. That's 1.5 million for the semi-automation tech. It's worth it. It might not seem like a good deal, that amount of money, but I'm not using money for anything else. Tech and research points are invaluable. If you can trade anything for that, then it's worth it. I think Inheritance Event will work. Okay, Bolton's back. We're certainly back. I'm not going to have to do that thing. Right, okay, so... Wait, oh shit, we need to stop spheering Amazon immediately before I get banned by the DM. Steiner's Spear. No, for fuck's sake, army mutiny! Oh my fucking god! I lowered your fucking taxes! Fuck this. Oh. No. It's funny because there is another guy in Hitler's entourage called Spear. Spear. Well, it's 1885. Let's see what happens. Canned food output +4. We're so back. We can maybe get canned food now. Some of my factories might be upgrading. I'm building a new... that steel factory in Wessex will actually be important. That'll be good. We don't have that much factory construction pending. Are any of my ports upgrading? No. So, do you have any idea how long ago it was that I started trying to upgrade these ports to level 3 and how far behind we are? Because of the inherent economic impossibilities of this fucking country? Wasn't Speer the one who flew to England? No, that was Hess. Why are you still called Beornia? I literally just told you by explaining the economic problems, basically. Right, let's inherit some African countries. Let's get Nagubu. Come on, England! Give me some hype in the chat. Give me some North FCs. Give me some subs for the alert. Let's let's sign Nagubu! Let's fucking get some signings! Are you even stockpiling steel? I mean, if I'm not getting any steel in the country, would it really help? It might get it faster into my country. I mean, maybe. We'll try it. But are you seeing this steel going up? Hopefully it does. Maybe we should stockpile. Well, I can check. We have a massive stockpile of artillery and machine parts. But no steel, no steel. Steel throughput +5. Wait, what's this crisis? Oh, Transnoxia? I thought that was a place in America. Equinoxia is the one in America. Oh, and I will colonize this. That's right. So the government needs 206 steel, factories need 101 steel, population doesn't need steel, because who eats steel? Just tabbed in and thought you were playing a different game. These modders do a good job. Yeah, this has probably got some custom map mod. It looks different from vanilla. But we need like 300 steel. So how much am I producing? 33. Right. It's over. It's over. It is so over. It's unbelievably and unequivocally over. We're producing 33 and we need 300. How do I increase my steel production by 10 times? Didn't I have a new one being built somewhere? Yeah. Sheffield Steel, that's right. Sheffield Steel. I'm fucking down the pit, putting coal into the steel. Sheffield Steel. Do your units need steel for supply? No. Do they? No. Neither does the Navy. I think the government needs... Factories need steel, it's like artillery factories. The government need for steel is probably coming from upgrading my ports. Because one upgrade of a port alone costs 100 steel. Which is strange because the demand is less than what would be the equivalent of 100 times like 15? I don't know. Army and fleet have priority over buildings, yeah, well. Look at this though, I mean according to construction, we are getting steel. We are importing steel. We're buying £1,000 a day worth of steel somewhere, I think. New state just dropped. What should we build here? Again, there's like shit RGOs. I think that's another good canned food state. What, it already has one?
Lethal Company fun.
Thank you very much. It's Synex for the 2 months of Prime. It absolutely is. We will be playing it tomorrow. I remind you, I am going to be streaming Lethal Company live with Pie Chucker, maybe Big Weevil, maybe Lidoge. We're going to be streaming that tomorrow, around the same time that this stream is taking place. Minus 3 hours, so I'll start about 6 PM my time. Culture map, well sure, why not? Aymara, Quechua. What's this culture here on the coast? That's Pichune, Pinuche, Beornian, Lotharingian, English. So, where's my inheriting the African countries? Yeah, see you, Lidoge, looking forward to it. Maybe we'll get some soldiers out of Galicia. I'm not even able to build infantry because of canned food shortages. It's so over. Oh, I need the invention first. Well, I think it's time to get military tech, to be honest with you. Some more mobilization will be very needful. Blob into Europe until you can attack the DM? Not exactly. I'm not going to blob in Europe. I might just release some countries as puppets, but... yeah, late game we will attack. It's a lot harder than multiplayer, you know. No one will just transfer me the land. I will never be able to unsphere Amazonia from the DM because they are at friendly 76. 74, they will instantly ban me. I'm not going to talk about that here, Braham. I can't. I don't want to get into that here. But very soon, OpenVic will have a dev diary, and I might do an update video or stream about it at the same time as well. All very positive, great stuff coming from OpenVic. Well, I'm going to put max priority into this steel factory, but again, I can't even... It lacks coal. It lacks coal. We have one of the highest coal-producing nations in the world in my sphere, Batavia. Do I? Oh, never mind. Burgundy annex all of it. Cool. It's great how that happened. And we have a gigantic rebellion now. So, where's our African inheritance of nations? Is that going to happen? England just scored! Oh my god. Have there been any other goals? Northern Ireland scored against Denmark, though. That's quite big. Denmark are a great team. Northern Ireland scored against Denmark. Very nice. Harry Kane scored a goal against North Macedonia. There you go. That happened. It's over. Alright, we're making a state out of New Cornwall now. Hopefully 978 the population declined even more. But now that it's a state, Beornians should come marching in, as the song goes. Okay, very good. Encourage immigrants now? Nah, it's a waste of an encouragement. People will naturally move in, hopefully. If there was an event for me to get one coal province in South America, maybe there will be more. Look, there was another one! Spanish Republic got one up in Antioquia. In Barranquilla. Here, in Colombia. That's a good sign. Coal is popping up in South America for the first time. And Andagoya's pops, aka Panama, are 500k, which is impressive. Life rating is low. Oh yeah, the life rating is low there, 20. Not great. And where's my immigration? My country in general? Where's that? What happened to that? Also, what happened to the inheritance of African countries in 1885? Is that happening anytime soon? Are we generally moving in that sort of direction here? Is it, you know, is it happening, or maybe going to happen a little bit? We may be moving towards that sort of situation occurring in the near future. Maybe a little bit of inheritance. Minion is moving its troops around. There's something happening. Oh, fuck off. Hey, we're building a new brigade in Europe. By the way, I think this country, this Dominion, has been taking attrition the whole time because it's got 34k troops and you can see lots of odd numbers there. I think they're sitting and taking attrition. The idiots. Estúpido. Estúpido. Eres estúpido. Idioto. Afuera. Well, the DM got that fucking country before we could do anything. $1885 isn't quite over yet. If there's still a chance of inheriting this bullshit, maybe something will go my way for once. Come on, inherit this. It's over, isn't it? It's genuinely and unequivocally over. Let's face it. My militancy is this high and I can't even pass a reform. Christ. Oh, Jesus Christ. How is this such a bad playthrough at this point? What did I do wrong? What did I do wrong at any point in this game? I don't think I did anything wrong. Played it pretty well. It went better than my other playthroughs, like that fucking Plantagenetan slave country. Sad. Now I have to attack a bunch of rebels in the mountains and lose more soldier pops. I've already lost 2 soldier pops worth of troops. The rebels are actually beating me up here. They're actually beating me. For no reason. These are the stacks that I intentionally split to try and lure the AI into attacks when I launch that war. I know, Metro, it's an absolutely trash nation with shit RGOs. I've conquered loads of RGOs though. I have. I mean, I've conquered 65 worth of coal production, 25 iron, 7.2 sulfur. That's not a bad basis for a country. And maybe I'll get more industrial researchers to try and improve the production I do have. I lost 4 brigades worth of soldier pops out of that rebellion alone, and it's not even over yet. Oh, how are my relations with Scandi? We can increase that. That's another thing about increasing relations with AI over a long period of time. It takes fucking ages, and then you forget, and it takes like a year until you remember to do it again. It's shite. And where the fuck are the inheritances of the African countries, mate? I mean, that is so annoying. Where is that? I can see that there's a country here that Ajuran Sultanate that the DM has in the sphere. And this one Scandi has, so it's not like the Europeans are getting it and I'm not. I mean, maybe we just have to wait until it fires. There's like a meantime to happen, maybe. More, I think military tech now would be really important to get if we're ever going to fight a great power again. We don't want to be completely outgunned and inferior. Thank you for putting in the research, Doomlord. I got Lethal Company after seeing Pie Chucker blow up. What a terrifying game. It is terrifying, isn't it? Even when me and Pie Chucker were just walking around with nothing happening, it was so uneasy. Just felt scared. The game does something really well at doing that and making you scared even when nothing's happening. Oh my god, what the fuck is this? Do they call the Dual Monarchy in? Yeah. Oh well, I guess that's me at war with the Dual Monarchy now. Should we call that the cliffhanger? Yeah, I can't be arsed continuing right now. I'm too demoralised to fight this now. It's not the right time for the Dual Monarchy war. It's wrong. It's because I took this and somehow Amazonia, a vastly inferior country, the AI of that felt brazen enough to attack me. They've got 38 brigades. I've got 73. I'm not ready for this war. I don't want to fight it. It's too soon. That goal for England was an own goal by Macedonia. Anyway, we'll call it here. When will anyone use this damn fucking... What is it about this? I used to get more donations when I had the PayPal link. PayPal cancelled my account for no reason, so I moved to something else, and fuck all people use it. Thanks, guys! Damn it. Thanks for sticking with me with that one. Is that why? Do people not trust that link as much as the PayPal shit? What is it? Well, it's an epic cliffhanger. Next time I stream I can say, oh my god, we're with the DM, I guess. And we can advertise it that way. We had a very good viewer count throughout this stream, even though it's probably been a less interesting stream in terms of actual what's happening in the game than previous ones, but people don't turn out for the actual interesting streams and then they do for the one that's kind of shite. It's usually the way things go on these streams. Yeah, I know, Mr. Bolton. It would be great if the AI would ally the player in this mod, in this game. But I can't have allies. No one will ally me. They'll be sitting on max 1 great power ally for the whole game and do nothing. Well, you know, we'll call it here. I can stay in chat for 5 minutes, but you just hoover up all these mega last minute donations that are coming in. I don't like going to external sites and figured subbing would do about the same thing. How big of a difference is it? That donation link, when people subscribe, half of that money goes to Twitch. When they use that tip link, only about 5% or some tiny percentage goes to the company. But people would rather give half their money to a giant corporation, I guess. I mean, it's up to them. Subs are obviously important and I cherish them, though I appreciate the subs we got on the stream. Hovering at about a sub count of 100 is nice. Just staying solidly about 100. Although, I went on a break for about just less than 2 weeks. I had 200 before the break, I come back and I have 100. You know, I took some time to myself, took some time off of streaming and I got punished for it. We need those big those big donors, the big sub gifters to come in, I mean. Well. Yeah, well, thank you, chat. Great chatting with you, chat. Fucking hell. What is the matter with you? Nothing to say about anything. Depressing. Should I just talk about Victoria 3? Is that all you want? Well, see you later, guys. It was a fine stream, don't get me wrong. Just some things, just some wee little things. I don't want to actually get into massive discussions now. We are just... This nation doesn't have that much flavour. It has early game flavour, to actually answer your question, though. I mean... Oh, we can give Doomlord a little bit more time to find the Scramble for Africa events, I guess. Do you think you could... Maybe a good thing to do would be to cross-check it with a mod like HPM that you know has it? Yeah, Beornia has fun early game flavour, and it probably has flavour as you're forming England and getting the English regions back. But in between that, boy, there's nothing, and it's doomer because your nation is shit, with shit resources. It's an absolute shithole. Doomlord's found something. We've got results. Are you from Cornwall area? No, I'm from literally the other side of the island. Literally the other side of it. Prophylaxis against malaria. White Man's Burden, Indigenous Garrisoning. Berlin Conference. Does it go along with, like, the Dark Continent? Oh, the Dark Continent is 1900, but surely it can't be that. Mean time to happen, months equals 6, modifier equals 0.8. Do you know what that means? Capital equals 549. Do you know what all that means? Basically, can we translate the event into English? Plain English. How was Poland? Oh, Poland was great. Poland has constant flavour, actually. Poland was non-stop action. It was great. It was really good. White Man's Burden invention. Where's that? I don't think there's anything in Revolution and Counter-Revolution. I would have gave you the translation without the Nerdish if I understood. Well, I know there's like 2 people out of 80 chatting right now. But does anyone else have anything to say? Can anyone else... This is a Victoria 2 audience. Can anyone in here decipher a little bit of information about a fucking event? Seriously. I know it's fine that you're all not engaging. You don't have to, but at least, like, maybe one person out there can help and contribute a little bit. You don't get this level of engagement with many other streamers, you know. I'm sitting here looking at the chat, begging for people to talk in the chat. It's normally the other way around, where there's loads of people chatting, and they're begging for the streamer to notice them. It's the other way around here. Okay, we might have to rely on the VOD crew, because we are about to end the stream here. The information is there. Someone in the VOD... In fact, the mod maker himself will probably watch this. I'm guessing that the capital will mean Europe. The Berlin Conference needed to happen. Didn't the Berlin Conference happen? I could have sworn that happened. Or was it... A Copenhagen conference happened, actually. Fuck, I don't know. What else is there? But I don't know what that event even means. I don't think you copied the whole event as well. 12 ID 549? Okay. Well, how do I actually know what province that is? How would I know? How could I like jump to it? Oh, it is Berlin, right? Yeah, you can actually. I didn't know you. I just guessed that right now. I never actually knew you could type the province ID into the search bar and it comes up with it. I've never actually done this before, ever. I've never typed the province ID into the search bar and found it. I've never tried that. I didn't know it worked. But miracles happen here on Spud Beneficial. it can be useful, especially for modding, yeah. Modders probably already know that, you know, debugging, yeah. There aren't that many uses of it for the average player, but it's very good that it's in the game. It's very good stuff. And I assume it's in every other Paradox game. Does Victoria 3 have a province? Victoria 3 doesn't have provinces, to be fair. But can you search for states? How long ago was the conference? Well, the Berlin conference hasn't actually happened, I don't believe. There was a Copenhagen conference, as I just said 2 minutes ago. Well, none of those last minute donations happened. Jesus Christ, the grind is fucking horrible streaming sometimes, honestly. Yeah, it's hard to scrounge $1 here or $1 there sometimes. Well, thanks for watching, everyone. Don't get me wrong, other than the complaints, I genuinely enjoyed the stream, and I appreciate you all watching and engaging and all that, don't get me wrong. Wouldn't that mean it's broken then? No, it's not going to be. It's fine, it's fine. No, it was something different. I'm not saying that that was a replacement for the Berlin conference, it was something else. It hasn't fired, basically. Someone will answer on the VOD. I'm putting my trust in the VOD crew. The VOD crew often does come through in times of need, to be fair to them. But yeah, thanks everyone. Thank you for the 1 donation, the several subs, and the modding from Ladoge. Thanks everyone, appreciate it very much. We'll be back streaming tomorrow with Lethal Company around the same time as this stream started, 6 PM GMT. I don't know when I'm going to be back for the next Beornia session. Probably Thursday or Friday for that. Cannot say exactly. I'm sorry that I can't commit, but I'll let you know on Discord and on community posts and all that. Keep stay tuned. Follow. Make sure your notifications are on. Whatever. So yeah, bye everyone. I know most of the viewers have already left as soon as I started to say that I'm gonna go. You know, but bye everyone. Appreciate it. See you later.